Live on a Friday night at Utah Grizzlies hockey, as it's the first ever meeting between the Grizzlies and the Savannah Ghost Pirates. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Utah Grizzlies hockey. I'm Tyson Whiting. It's the first ever meeting between the Grizzlies and Ghost Pirates, and it's the fourth game of 6 straight on the road for the Grizzlies. Utah is currently 1-1-1 through 3 games in the road trip as the Grizzlies come into play with a record of 20-24-2. They are taking on the Savannah Ghost Pirates, who are in last place in the South Division. It's Savannah's first season of existence. They've gone through 52 different players this season, and they've got a record of 15-24-8-1. Well, the Grizzlies got a victory this past Wednesday, 2 days ago, as they defeated the Greenville Swamp Rabbits 4-3, as they were led by Cameron Wright, who had 2 goals, and Cam Strong, who had 1 goal and 1 assist, and Connor McDonald had 2 assists and was a +3, and Dakota Raby was outstanding for the Grizzlies in his first game back after missing 5 straight, as Raby had 2 assists for the Grizzlies. Utah gets back Joey Kulitarsi to the Grizzlies lineup after missing a few games, and Vladislav Mikalchuk is back for a second straight game after missing 12 straight, as Mikalchuk was in the Grizzlies lineup on Wednesday over in Greenville. Well, Tyler Penner is going to be in the Grizzlies lineup, and that's no surprise, as Tyler is making his 119th consecutive appearance. He played in all 72 regular season games and every playoff game for the Grizzlies last year, and so he's been the Grizzlies Iron Man, and so has been Dylan Fitz. Fitz had an empty net goal, which turned out to be the game winner, as Greenville scored with 4 seconds left in regulation on Wednesday. Fitz has 9 goals this season, so he is 1 away from becoming the 5th Grizzly to have double-digit goals this season. Cameron Wright leads the way with 15 goals this season. Taryn Fizer's got 12 goals, and Johnny Walker is out of the Grizzlies lineup once again for the 3rd straight contest, or he'll be out, and actually it'll be the 2nd straight game he'll be out, but unfortunately Johnny's missed quite a bit of time here over the last couple months. And Brandon Cutler, who's currently in the AHL with the Colorado Eagles. Starting in net for the Grizzlies will be Lucas Preek. On Wednesday night, he stopped 29 of 32. He'll be going up against Jordan Paperny, who's got an AHL entry-level deal, or he's got an AHL contract with the Henderson Silver Knights, as the Savannah Ghost Pirates affiliate is the Vegas Golden Knights, and their AHL affiliate is the Henderson Silver Knights. The Grizzlies are affiliated with the Colorado Avalanche and Colorado Eagles. So we're not really sure what to expect tonight, because after all, the Grizzlies and Ghost Pirates have not been on the same ice at the same time before this evening. So we'll see what happens here tonight. The scratches for the Grizzlies, we'll get to those on the other side of this break, as we're in business on a Friday night. It's the Grizzlies over at Enmarket Arena to take on the Savannah Ghost Pirates. I'm hanging out in the lobby at Maverick Center with a remote broadcast, and we'll give you the lineups for both teams when we return, as we're in business on a Friday. And you're listening to the Grizzlies Hockey Network, presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott.
When you pay with the Nitro card at Maverick, you always save 10 cents or more on fuel every gallon, every day. And you could save a whole lot more thanks to Nitro Best Price. Pick up a Nitro card and upgrade your Adventure Club account today.
I live for my next goal. Whether it's another pick six or another step forward in life, I wouldn't be who I am without the drive to reach it. And I wouldn't be where I am without my team. Everyone on and off the field who supports me and believes in my dreams as much as I do. Whatever your goals are, surround yourself with people who are going to help you reach toward them. Like my friends at America First, and see where life takes you.
Maverick's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
If you're out driving and something happens to your car, truck, or even wheelchair, and you end up stuck at a rail crossing, it's going to be okay. Don't panic. Here's what you do. Get out if you can, and look for this blue sign on the metal pole. Call the number on the blue sign, and when they answer, tell them the crossing number. The number is right here. This tells them the exact location of the crossing. This is the fastest way to get trains stopped before coming through the crossing. Look for the blue. It helps you.
Welcome back to the Grizzlies Hockey Network. I'm Tyson Whiting. Face off in about 10 minutes from now as the Grizzlies take on the Ghost Pirates for the first time ever. Not sure who the starters are going to be for both teams, but I do know who's going to be in the lineup for both the Grizzlies and the Ghost Pirates. First for the visiting Utah Grizzlies, who have a record of 20, 24-2 this season. They're 11, 13-2 on the road. They're led by second-year head coach Ryan Kanasiewicz and his first-year assistant Jared Pike. The starting goaltender will be Lucas Parikh. He's got a record of 5-8 with one shutout, which came on December 18th of 2022 against the Kansas City Mavericks, where he stopped all 32 shots. He has an even .900 save percentage and 3.53 goals against average. Parikh got the victory on Wednesday against Greenville as he stopped 29 of 32. He's a former draft pick of the Los Angeles Kings. We're not sure who's the starting defensive pairing for the Grizzlies, but we do know they're going with 11 forwards and 6 defensemen tonight. The Grizzlies' top defensive line will have Aaron Those wearing number 28. Could be the Aaron Thoe revenge game. He did play in 2 games earlier in the season with the Savannah Ghost Pirates. Then he ended up with the Norfolk Admirals, and then from Norfolk, got traded to the Grizzlies for future considerations. Those got 2 goals this season and 6 assists. One of those goals came as a member of the Grizzlies, and that was last Saturday over in Rapid City. He'll be paired up with the Grizzlies captain Connor McDonald, who on Wednesday night had 2 assists and a +3 rating. Connor this season has 2 goals and 9 assists in 40 games and a -2 rating. He'll be wearing number 5 for the Grizzlies, now have the C on the front of his jersey. So we'll see Thoe and McDonald out there. James Shearer is an interesting story because if Paperny is the starting goaltender for Savannah, James Shearer knows him very, very well. Those guys were teammates with the WHL's Brandon Wheat Kings. And then they both followed each other to college at the University of Calgary, where they were teammates for 1 year in the 2018-2019 season. James Shearer, wearing number 10, will be paired up with Andrew Nilsson, who's tied for the club lead with 35 points this season. Watch out for Nilsson when the Grizzlies are on the power plays. He's got 23 power play points this season. He also leads the Grizzlies with 27 assists. We'll also see Bryson Martin, who played pretty well on Wednesday night. Martin, a former third-round pick of the Buffalo Sabres. He's got 2 goals and 4 assists in 33 games, and he'll be paired up with Kyle Pouncey tonight. Pouncey, wearing number 23, he's got 1 goal and 6 assists in 41 games. The scratches in terms of defensemen, Corey Thomas is out of the lineup. He's got 3 assists in 32 games. Hopefully he'll be back in a couple weeks. And Victor Bartley, also out of the Grizzlies lineup. The former NHLer has played in 32 games this year. 11 forwards for the Grizzlies this evening. We're not sure who the starters are yet, but we do know that, it looks like we do have the starters pulled up. The starting defensive pairing is Thoe and McDonald. The starting forwards, Dylan Fitz, who scored an empty net goal on Wednesday night. He'll be wearing number 13. He has 9 goals and 7 assists this year. He'll be paired up with Tyler Penner, the Grizzlies Iron Man. In fact, Fitz and Penner are both Grizzlies Iron Man as they're both appearing in their 47th game this season. They haven't missed one yet this year. Penner this season has 8 goals and 5 assists in 46 games. And Taryn Fizer, who's second on the team with 12 goals this year. He's got 26 points in 36 games. So the starting forwards are Fitz, Penner, and Fizer. We will also see Dakota Raby, who's making his second appearance back from missing 5 straight games due to injury. He had 2 assists on Wednesday, and Raby this season has 6 goals and 16 assists in 41 games. We'll also see Keaton Jamison in there. He's got 8 goals and 10 assists in 45 games. And Cameron Wright, who's been one of the best rookies in the league. Wright leads the Grizzlies with 15 goals this season. He also has 20 assists, and he scored 35 points, which is tied with Andrew Nilsson for the club lead. Cameron Wright's got 6 game-winning goals, but he was just this close from getting his 7th game-winning goal as he scored Utah's 3rd tally on Wednesday night, and Greenville scored their 3rd goal with 4 seconds left in regulation. So Cameron Wright was 5 seconds away from leading the league in points as the 6 game-winning goals are tied for the league lead. So right now he's got 6, and the league lead is at 6, and Wright's been one of the best rookies in the league. In fact, he leads all league rookies in shots on goal with 171. So we'll see Cameron Wright in there along with Jamison and Raby. The third-line forwards, Christian Simeone, the Merrimack product. In fact, Savannah's got a forward named Logan Drevich, who was his college teammate at Merrimack. Simeone will be paired up with Cam Strong, who had 1 goal and 1 assist on Wednesday night, and the Rooster, Jordan Martell, who has 21 points in 38 games, but he's been pretty close to a point in 2 of 3 games with the Grizzlies, as he's been outstanding in a Utah uniform. So watch out for the Rooster, Jordan Martell. He'll be wearing number 27. We'll also see Joey Kolatarsi playing a forward spot tonight. He'll be wearing number 4. And we'll also see Vladislav Mikalchuk in the Grizzlies lineup. He'll be wearing number 25. So that's the Grizzlies lineup tonight, with Preek starting in net and Garrett Metcalf backing him up. For the homestanding Savannah Ghost Pirates, who are led by Rick Bennett, that's their head coach, and their assistant is Alex Lowe, the former Adirondack Thunder head coach. They've got a record of 15, 24, 8, and 1 this season, so they've lost 9 games past regulation. At home, they are 7, 12, 4, and 1. The starting goaltender is going to be Jordan Paperny. Paperny's got an AHL deal with the Henderson Silver Knights. He's 6'1" and 185 pounds. Paperny's got a record of 6-4 and 3 with a 3.52 goals against average and 908 save percentage. So watch out for Paperny, who's wearing number 33. And as we mentioned before, James Shearer knows him awfully well, as Shearer and Paperny were teammates with the Brandon Wheat Kings in the WHL, as well as the University of Calgary. And that's where he played his college hockey, and that's where James Shearer also played in college. For what it's worth, the Savannah mascot is named Davey. He is a ghost pirate. But yet he's a ghost that you can see as he's skating on the ice right now. Starting defensive pairing, Nolan Valou, who's wearing number 5. He's got 2 goals and 10 assists in 27 games, and he'll be paired up with Connor Corcoran. Corcoran wearing number 85. He's got 5 goals and 14 assists in 38 games. So that's the starting defensive pairing, but there is one former Grizzly on the Savannah roster, and you've had to have been a Grizzlies fan for quite a while to remember Nick Tuzzolino, as he was a member of the Grizzlies for 3 seasons, back in 2011, 2012, and 2013. He hadn't played hockey for a while, and it looks like he's making a comeback. He's 37 years old, 6'5", 225 pounds. With the Grizzlies in the 2010-2011 season, in 45 games, he had 7 goals and 18 assists and 102 penalty minutes. The following year, with the Grizzlies, he played in 60 games and had 26 points, 7 goals and 19 assists and 176 minutes in penalties. And then in the 2012-2013 season, Tuzzolino had 160 penalty minutes and had 36 points in 44 games, which is certainly a good mark for a defenseman. So Nick Tuzzolino playing against the Grizzlies. And obviously you've had to have been a fan for quite a while. And he's 37 years old, and he'll be in the Savannah lineup. He was just signed recently by the Ghost Pirates. In 7 games this season, he has 1 assist. So he's not in the starting lineup, but we'll see a lot of Nick Tuzzolino, who's going to be wearing number 74 for Savannah, and he's a physical presence at 6'6" and 225 pounds. So Valou and Corcoran are the starting defensive pairing. Starting forwards, Pat Guay, G-U-A-Y, his last name. He's got 12 goals and 22 assists in 30 games. So he's more than a point a game, 34 points in 30 games. So watch out for him wearing number 12. Alex Svetlikov. Alex Svetlikov, he'll be wearing number 13. He's got 29 points in 44 games, 12 goals and 17 assists. And we'll also see Daniel D'Amato wearing number 83. He has 24 points in 24 games. So he's a point a game for the Savannah Ghost Pirates, who are going to be rolling with 10 forwards, or they're going with 11 forwards and 6 defensemen tonight. Actually, it's going to be 10 and 7 for Savannah, 10 forwards and 7 defensemen. Watch out for Mason Premu, who's the son of Wayne Premu, and his uncle is Keith Premu. So he's in a hockey family. He's got an NHL entry-level deal, and he's a young one. He's only 20 years old. So watch out for Mason Premu, who's 6'5" and 203 pounds, and he's had a pretty good run of it with 4 points in 7 games with the Savannah Ghost Pirates. When we come back in 1 minute, we'll have face-off over at Enmarket Arena, as I'm Tyson Whiting hanging out in the Salt Lake Valley. It's a little bit warmer over in Georgia, and we'll see if things heat up on the ice for the first ever meeting between the Grizzlies and Ghost Pirates, and face off in 90 seconds on the Grizzlies Hockey Network, presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott.
If you're out driving and something happens to your car, truck, or even wheelchair, and you end up stuck at a rail crossing, it's going to be okay. Don't panic. Here's what you do. Get out if you can, and look for this blue sign on the metal pole. Call the number on the blue sign, and when they answer, tell them the crossing number. The number is right here. This tells them the exact location of the crossing. This is the fastest way to get trains stopped before coming through the crossing. Look for the blue. It helps you.
I live for my next goal. Whether it's another pick six or another step forward in life, I wouldn't be who I am without the drive to reach it. And I wouldn't be where I am without my team. Everyone on and off the field who supports me and believes in my dreams as much as I do. Whatever your goals are, surround yourself with people who are going to help you reach toward them. Like my friends at America First, and see where life takes you.
Expectations here will always remain high, and we'll continue to find a way.
Guys put together a lot of good games, you know.
It's a big night for two standings points as they're on the line as the Utah Grizzlies take on the Savannah Ghost Pirates. It's a great night for hockey as it's game 4 of 6 straight on the road for Utah. The Grizz are 1-1-1 on this current road trip. They won on Wednesday night 4-3 against the Greenville Swamp Rabbits, and tonight they're taking on the Savannah Ghost Pirates for the first time ever, as Savannah is in their first season of existence. Make your pick now for the Optum first goal of the game. Optum is committed to making healthcare work better, leading the way to better experiences, better health, and lower costs for you. Well, I'm going to go with James Scheer because he's got a lot of familiarity with the goaltender, Jordan Pupperny. Pupperny wearing number 33. He's 6'1" and 185 pounds is Pupperny, but those guys were teammates with two different spots, the Brandon Wheat Kings in the WHL and with the University of Calgary. So I got James Scheer as my pick for the Optum first goal of the game. Remember that every penalty kill for the Grizzlies that's successful tonight is a Utah disaster cleanup. UDK is the number one provider of disaster cleanup services in Utah since 1974. We've been there for customers when they need us the most. That's Utah Disaster Cleanup. We'll see what the Grizzlies can do here against Savannah, and tonight's a complete unknown. After all, Grizzlies don't know much about Savannah, and Savannah doesn't know much about the Grizzlies. 20 minutes are on the clock over at Enmarket Arena, which looks like a pretty nice building, as the Grizzlies wearing the white jerseys with black numbers and professional green trim. Greenville, their colors are green, white, and a little bit of black mixed in, so they got a similar color scheme as to the Utah Grizzlies, although their green looks like it's a little bit of a lighter shade. The fans are encouraged to make some noise over at Enmarket Arena. Tyler Penner will take the face-off against Alex Svetlikov, and Svetlikov wins the draw. Greenville in their highlighter green with black and white numbers. Back in their own zone, they skate from right to left as we see it from Flow Sports. Turnover, left wing, Fitz with a shot, he scores! Dylan Fitz lights the lamp 14 seconds in as Savannah turned the puck over and Fitz fired away from the left circle. So Dylan Fitz becomes the 5th different Grizzlies player to score double-digit goals this season. And boy, you better have gotten your Optum first goal of the game pick in quickly. As 14 seconds in, the Grizzlies pump one past Pupperny as they've gotten on the board. So Dylan Fitz is the Optum first goal of the game scorer. Optum is creating a healthier world, one insight, one connection, and one person at a time. Keaton Jamison will take the draw against Mason Premu as the Grizzlies' first shot goes past the Savannah goaltender, and it's Dylan Fitz getting his 10th of the season. Savannah wins the draw. They gain center ice and dump it in. Grizzlies skate from left to right here in the first period as Lucas Preek will feed it over to the far side near the corner. Connor McDonald gets spun around Utah's net. Now, right side, Tristan Thompson, the former Rapid City Rush skater. He'll dump it in from the left point. As the puck goes out to center ice, Tristan Thompson skates after it. He's got 6 goals and 26 assists this season, a -31 rating. As Dakota Raby delivers a big-time hit on Logan Drevich, as Drevich was entering the offensive zone, it goes back to center ice. Taken by Thompson, who throws it ahead, but it's taken away by the Grizzlies. Cameron Wright feeds it to Dakota Raby. Raby skates in, tried to get a shot up, but he's back-checked by the former Grizzly, Nick Tuzzolino, who will throw it all the way down the middle towards Preek, and so it looks like it's going to be icing on Savannah as Kyle Pouncey chases it down as we get a whistle with 18:58 left in the first. Fitz's goal should be unassisted as it came off a turnover by Savannah 14 seconds into the contest. So Dylan Fitz gets Utah on the board. And for the second straight game, the Grizzlies score first. Utah has now scored first in 17 of their 47 games this season. The Grizzlies have a record of 13-3 when scoring first. As the draw goes to Utah at center ice after I think Savannah won it. Kyle Pouncey dumps it in as it goes back to the far corner. As Savannah, Nick Tuzzolino, who's about as big as it comes in hockey skates, 6'5" and about 225 pounds, as Savannah crosses center ice and dumping it in is Max Kaufman, number 21. Grizzlies have it on the near side as Kyle Pouncey will skate along the right wing, will cross center ice and dump it in as Pupperny will play it behind his net. He'll throw it to the near corner, goes back to Kaufman. He'll throw a rink-wide pass as Savannah carries it out across center ice right wing. Now Savannah drops it off, righty shot, saved by Preek. Rebound out in front. It looked like Preek collided with Spencer Noss out in front of the net as the Rooster Jordan Martell crosses center ice. He'll skate towards his left. Martell dumps it in. Fans wanted a penalty, but none to be had, as I believe some action was going away from the whistle. Number 7, Brandon Estes has the puck. He'll skate towards the Savannah bench, and he'll dump it in. As Grizzlies chase after it, does Andrew Nilsson. No icing. Savannah siren pass. Shot goes wide. That was taken by Pat Guay, number 12, who's a native of Quebec. As Grizzlies sort of fits it right, the right wing, fits over to Penner. He'll get it across to the left side. Lefty shot and a score! Andrew Nilsson gets his 8th of the season as the Grizzlies have made it a 2-0 game. Boy, the Grizzlies were on the right side. They found Andrew Nilsson cutting towards the left. Pass went tape to tape, and Nilsson had a really good look. Penner to Nilsson to the back of the net. Utah scored 2 here in the first 2.5 minutes of play. 2 shots on goal for Utah, 2 goals on Jordan Pupperny. Penner will take the draw, and he wins it. As Andrew Nilsson gets his 8th of the year, Tyler Penner is going to get his 6th assist, and we'll see who ends up getting the second assist. Might end up being Dylan Fitz. Over to the right wing, Penner across the center ice and dumps it in. Pfizer chases after it as he gets hit in the corner by Dylan Sadaway as Savannah will throw it over to the near side. Savannah's in last place in the South Division as they'll throw it ahead. It bounced off the skate of Brent Peterson, who this season has 16 goals in 36 games. The Grizzlies out to neutral ice. Taron Pfizer across the center. He'll skate down the middle, he'll gain the blue line, and so he'll throw it to the left side. Savannah gets back defensively, left point. Utah with a shot, and it's blocked. Now right wing, McDonald's shot. Saved by Pupperny as Savannah skates around their net. Connor Corcoran throws it out to center. Taken back by Utah's Cameron Wright, gains the line. Right point, fires towards the net. Saved by Pupperny, and he'll hold on as Keaton Jamison was skating towards the net looking for a rebound, and he got cut off by Mason Primu. So Utah's taken 3 shots. 2 of them have found the back of the net as we have 16:52 left here in the first as Dylan Fitz scored unassisted 14 seconds in, and then Andrew Nilsson got his 8th of the year, or 9th of the year, as he scored from the left circle. Penner and Fitz with the assist. So Dylan Fitz already with 1 goal and 1 assist, and the chairs aren't even warm over at Enmarket Arena. Grizzlies win the offensive zone draw as Cameron Wright over there along with Jamison. Savannah takes it away. They throw it towards the far side. Grizzlies back behind the net. Jamison couldn't handle it as it goes towards the right corner, and Savannah moves it ahead. Rink-wide pass connects. Savannah with a breakaway. They'll skate in. Lefty shot. Saved by Preek. That was taken by Dylan Sadaway, the former Tulsa Oiler. As Kaufman battles with Wright behind the net. Though delivers a hit. Though played in 2 games with Savannah earlier this year. But who hasn't played for Savannah this year? They've gone through 52 different players. Over to the left side. Lefty shot. Got redirected and goes wide. The shot was taken by Valu. He was looking for Nas to redirect it. As Valu gets it back in the left point, he'll feed it across to the right side. Now a righty shot, and it's blocked about 10 feet in front of Parikh. As Grizzlies get the rebound, Savannah will retreat defensively as they'll make a line change. 4 minutes in, Utah leads 2-0. As Cameron Wright moves it ahead, he was looking for Penner, make that Cam Strong. Strong now gets it, and he gets back checked. Savannah takes the puck as they cross center ice, 3-on-3. Savannah gains the line. Cole Stallard, number 17, stops as the Ghost Pirates feed it towards the left side. Grizzlies chase along the near boards. Cameron Wright moves it ahead as Grizzlies cross center, and they drift towards the left circle. Cam Strong gains the line, and he'll dump it to the corner. Kyle Pouncey chases it behind Savannah's net as the puck goes towards the right corner. As Pouncey battles, Savannah taken away. Cole Stallard will feed it to the far side as Savannah will throw a blue line to blue line pass. Grizzlies challenge at their blue line. Now Savannah gains the line and skates towards the corner. Pouncey cuts him off. Martell tries to get the puck as Martell along the far side gets around a skater. Now Martell 3-on-2 to the left side. He'll step over the blue line. He'll skate towards the middle. Now he'll feed it over to McCallchuk. Centering pass. Shot and a score! Grizzlies take a 3-0 lead. 15:04 left in the first. Boy, the Grizzlies had a 3-on-2, took advantage, and it looked like Martell was over there along with Michalchuk and Tho. Michalchuk centered it over to Aaron Tho, gets sweet revenge against his former team. Looks like they're going to have video replays. The pass out in front went in the crease and got pretty close to the Savannah goaltender. So it looks like they're going to take another look at this. As could have been Cam Strong as well, as Tho wearing number 28, but Cam Strong number 26. And both those guys, Strong's normally on the line with Martell and Simeone tonight. So it could be a 3-0 game, but video replay is looking it over right now, and the Grizzlies are just dominating the action, dominating the puck possession, and really taking advantage of Savannah mistakes as the Ghost Pirates have made a few blunders here in the first 5 minutes of play. So what a start for the Grizzlies, who quite frankly have had a tough time getting jump-started this season, as they are a -20 in the goal margin in the first period coming into play tonight. 15:04 left in the first period. It's either 2-0 Grizzlies or it's 3-0. The call on the ice was a good goal, so they're going to have to find visual, indisputable evidence to overturn the call on the ice. Well, we're still in the first segment of play, and if you're Savannah, you almost have to think as Jordan Paperny's really struggled, although it's not necessarily all his fault. With Michael Bouillon, the backup, end up replacing him. So Connor McDonald, the Grizzlies captain, and Spencer Noss, who's got an A on his sweater, stand by as they wait for the call from the referee. The referee tonight is John Lindner. The linesmen are Tannen Wozniak and Terry Wicklum. Grizzlies 1-1-1 on this road trip, as they'll be taking on the Orlando Solar Bears on Sunday at 1 o'clock and Monday at 5 o'clock, and then the Grizzlies return home for a 3-game set against the Allen Americans. Referee's seen what he needs to see, and it's a good goal. The Grizzlies lead 3-0. As there was some action out in front, I think it was Aaron Tho getting his third of this season, and that would certainly be sweet revenge, as Tho played in 2 games with Savannah earlier this season before being shipped out to Norfolk. So the Grizzlies lead 3-0, 3 goals on 4 shots. Savannah's taken 3 shots here in the first 5 minutes of play. Penner will take the face-off against Svetlikov, who's a -33 this season. Penner's got 1 assist here so far tonight. We'll give you the details of Utah's third goal when we see him. As the draw at center ice is won by the Grizzlies. It looks like Tyler Penner is actually going to be the one getting credited with the goal, which would be his 9th of the year. Michalchuk and Martell with the assists, even though it didn't look like it was Penner in the area. It looked like it was either Strong or Tho, but it looks like Logan Drevich dumps it in and Preek plays it, and it looks like we'll see if it's icing on Savannah's. There's 14:49 left in the first period as Utah scored the first 3 goals of the game. Dylan Fitz was the Optum first goal of the game scored 14 seconds in. Andrew Nilsson made it 2-0 as he scored 2:18 in, and we'll see about the details on that third goal. They've given it to Tyler Penner, even though it didn't necessarily look like a 1 on the back of the jersey with the 2. It looked like either Strong or Aaron Tho. Savannah wins the draw in their own zone. They escape from right to left here in the first period as the Ghost Pirates will feed it out to center ice. As Savannah near their bench area plays a patient approach. They'll throw it to the right side as Savannah couldn't handle it. Does number 83, Daniel D'Amato. As the Grizzlies have it with Nilsson. He scored his 9th goal of the season just a few minutes ago as Taryn Pfizer lifts it out to center as the Ghost Pirates lose it. Nilsson feeds it across to Shearer. Shearer back deep in his own zone. Will roll it back around to Nilsson, who will backhand it to center ice. And the Grizzlies dump it in. Playing it behind his net is Paperny, and he'll feed it towards the far side. Spencer Noss chases after it. He used to play for Idaho. Noss crosses center ice, gets hit, and gets poked out to the center ice logo. They feed it towards the Grizzlies bench, which is more on the left side of neutral ice. Now Connor McDonald will back it out, give it to Tho. We'll throw a left wing pass as Utah steps over the blue line and dumps it in. Dakota Raby has to get around a Ghost Pirate. As Savannah trying to clear it out, it stays in. Left wing shot saved by the Ghost Pirates, and it goes back towards the left point. Tho keeps it in. Tho feeds it to the corner. As Utah trying to break free, Grizzlies skate around the Savannah net. Now they get blasted, does Michalchuk. As he gets held up, now it goes to the right wing. Grizzlies, Dakota Raby on the right side, feathers it across. Puck bounced over Tho's stick. Goes back to the Ghost Pirates. They lift it in the air, and it bounces at neutral ice. Connor McDonald will drift it across to Tho. Tho moves it ahead. Grizzlies cross center as Keaton Jamison gains of the offensive line, throws to the right side for Wright. Wright throws a bouncing puck, saved by Papperny, who holds on with 13:06 left in the first period as Utah scored 3 goals. Savannah has none. As we're 7 minutes in, this is Utah Grizzlies hockey, presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott. It's the Grizzlies 3 and the Ghost Pirates nothing. I'm Tyson Whiting. Dylan Fitz scored unassisted 14 seconds in. Andrew Nilsson made it a 2-0 game, 2:18 in. Penner and Fitz with the assists. They gave Penner the goal to make it 3-0, 4:56 in. McCallchuck and Martell with the assists. Puck at neutral ice as Utah skates from right to left, or from left to right, as looks like the puck entered the zone and the Ghost Pirates are offside. Savannah wearing a either black jersey or navy blue jersey with white numbers and light green trim. Draw's going to be at neutral ice after the Ghost Pirates were called for offside. Mason Premu will take the draw. He's the son of Wayne Premu and the nephew of Keith Premu. As Utah wins the draw, as Jordan Martell skates along the left side, enters the zone. He'll skate to the corner. Chasing after it is Utah as the puck goes back to the near side. As the Swamp Rat, or make that the Ghost Pirates out towards center ice. We played the Swamp Rabbits on Wednesday. Now the Ghost Pirates on Friday. McCallchuck gets it right side, skates towards the corner as he had the linesman, or make that the referee in the way. As the puck goes back to Savannah behind their net. As the Ghost Pirates, Tristan Thompson with a rink-wide pass. As the Ghost Pirates cross center ice. Now they step over the line as Pat Guay feeds it to the right side. Now behind Utah's net. 2-on-3 battle. Utah comes out of it with the puck. Grizz. Move it across to Pfizer at neutral ice. He skates down the middle, 2-on-3. Pfizer gets divorced in the puck as he got hit while entering the zone from the high slot. As Savannah will throw it out towards center ice. Nolan Valou feeds it to the far side, and Savannah dumps it in as it rolls back to the corner. As the Grizzlies move it towards Fitz, he had a tough time handling it as he gets hit by number 22, Logan Drevich. Now Savannah skates down the middle, lefty shot, glove save by Parikh. Svetlikov had a pretty good look from the slot, and he skated in. He's got 12 goals this season, but Parikh makes a glove save, and he holds on with 11:47 left in the first. As Utah's taken 6 shots, Savannah is up to 3. Draw's going to be in the Grizzly zone. Make sure to follow the Grizzlies on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. I'm on Twitter at Tyson on Sports. Grizzlies win the draw. They skate from left to right. Utah with a blue line to blue line pass. McCallchuck got spun around, so he couldn't accept it. Now Cameron Wright gets it. It was Wright and not McCallchuck, as the computer's glitching again tonight. As Savannah gains the offensive line. However, they're offside as Daniel D'Amato entered the zone without the puck before the puck got there. 11:31 left in the first. We'll have a neutral zone draw near Utah's bench as the Grizzlies won on Wednesday night, 4-3, as Cameron Wright had 2 goals and Cam Strong had 1 goal and 1 assist. And it looks like they're off to an outstanding start here tonight. Grizzlies really putting a lot of pressure on Savannah. Looks like they're playing fast and playing with confidence. Keaton Jamison will take the draw against Spencer Nas. Jamison wins the faceoff as Andrew Nilsson, who's already got a goal tonight, 9 on the season. As he dances around, he'll feed it to the near side for Jamison, who crosses center ice right wing. He gets around 2 Ghost Pirates as Jamison on the right side gets it back behind the net for Raby. Raby centers it to Wright, who didn't have time and space to get the centering, the pass, the shot off on the centering feed. As Spencer Nas skates towards the left circle, take a shot that goes wide as the puck goes back towards the right side. And the whistle blows. The puck must have bounced off the protective netting. As Utah leads 3-0. Draw's going to be back in the Grizzlies zone. Utah looking for their 12th road victory this season. They've got a record of 11-13-2 on the road this year. One interesting stat about Savannah, they allow 38.5 shots per game. So the Grizzlies can fire away early and often here against the Savannah team. Ghost Pirates win the draw. Righty shot is blocked. That was taken by Cole Stollard. As puck deep in the Grizzlies zone, Connor McDonald, the Grizzlies captain, has it. McDonald behind Preek surveys. We got 10:50 and counting left in the first. He moves ahead to Penner. Now back to Pfizer. Pfizer gains neutral ice. Now he crosses center ice on the near side, and he dumps it in as he chases after it. Nick Tuzzolino, the former Grizzly, pokes it away from Fitz. Now it goes back to the left side, but it's Savannah in control. Ghost Pirates carry it out towards center ice. Now they feed a left wing pass as Savannah. Elijah Velo, number 41, big defenseman, gets challenged by McDonald. They'll feed it from one corner to the other. Savannah goes down, so does Utah, and a big hit in the far corner as puck goes back to Savannah as they get hit by Tho. Savannah tries to skate around the net. Utah gets physical again, and the Grizz take the puck as Fitz out to neutral ice, dumps it in as Grizz make a line change about halfway through the first period. Savannah trailing 4-1. Elijah Velo throws the neutral ice, picked off by Simeone, the Merrimack product. Simeone skates towards the right circle. Velo in the area. Velo doesn't hit Simeone, who moves it across. As now behind the goal line, Utah feeds it back to the far corner. As Utah gets up top for Nilsson, he'll fire a lefty shot, saved by Paperny. And after the whistle, Cam Strong got knocked down by Elijah Velo, who's 6'2" and 205 pounds. Grizzlies lead 3-0. We're back in 1 minute on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
If you're out driving and something happens to your car, truck, or even wheelchair, and you end up stuck at a rail crossing, it's going to be okay. Don't panic. Here's what you do. Get out if you can and look for this blue sign on the metal pole. Call the number on the blue sign, and when they answer, tell them the crossing number. The number is right here. This tells them the exact location of the crossing. This is the fastest way to get trains stopped before coming through the crossing. Look for the blue. It helps you.
Grizzlies lead 3-0. Don't forget, the Grizz will be back at Maverick Center next week with a 3-game series against the Allen Americans. I remember the last time those teams met, the Grizzlies had 96 penalty minutes. It'll be a Bud Light College night on Wednesday, February 22nd at 7:10. It'll be the first of a 3-game series. The Grizzlies take on the Allen Americans, and Grizzlies Fight Cancer Weekend will be next Friday and Saturday, February 24th and 25th. Face off all 3 nights in the Allen series will be at 7:10. Get your tickets, UtahGrizzlies.com. Savannah wins the draw. They're in their own zone. Utah's outshot the Ghost Pirates 7-3 as Utah leads the game 3-0. Now the Grizz get it back out towards center ice. Christian Simeone skates towards the left circle. He gets challenged. He gets the puck back along the far wall. He'll throw it back to the corner. Cam Strong skates over there, as does a Ghost Pirate. Martel gets blasted just outside the left circle. We haven't had a single penalty so far. Savannah skates in right side. He'll take a lefty shot. Saved by Preek. And he holds on to the glove stop that was taken by Daniel D'Amato, who's got 8 goals and 16 assists in 24 games. So that's Savannah's 6th shot on Lucas Preek. And the Grizzlies goaltender stopped them all. Preek in his 2nd season as a pro. He was drafted by the Los Angeles Kings back in the 3rd round, 87th overall in 2019. Obviously, last year, his Rapid City starter and had a record of 14-8-8 with a .915 save percentage. Savannah wins the draw. They throw it behind the net. Pat Guay, number 12, Guay, his last name, skates towards the right side. Now he feeds it back to the point. Utah picks it off. Grizz have a breakaway. Cameron Wright skates down the middle, take a shot, and he scores! Cam Wright's made it a 4-0 game as he picked off a pass in the high slot and had a breakaway. And Cam gets his team leading 16th of the year. And 11 minutes into the contest, Utah's got 4 goals on 8 shots as he went top shelf over the left shoulder of Jordan Paperny. And even though there's not much that the Greenville goaltender could do about any of them, it wouldn't surprise me if they make a goaltending change, as I got to imagine the Grizzlies, who have been red hot here to start, have all the momentum, and there's nothing Savannah has done here so far to take away that momentum. But what a play by Cameron Wright, who anticipated the puck going from one point to the other, picked it off in the high slot and just skated down the middle and didn't really make any sort of fancy move. He just went top shelf on Jordan Paperny. So that's going to be an unassisted goal by Cam Wright, his 16th of the year. The time of goal, there was 9:01 left in the period, so it'd be 10:59 in. Grizzlies cross center ice and skate in. Joey Kuotarsi chases after it as Savannah feeds it to the far side. We're not sure if they made a goaltender change, although it did look like we went back to live action pretty quickly. As neutralized, Kuotarsi dumps it in, but he dumped it in from Grizzlies territory, so it's going to be icing as Nick Tuzzolino touches it up. Didn't have to, obviously, with the new rules, but it's interesting to see Nick Tuzzolino, and you'd probably have to be a Grizzlies fan for over a decade to remember him. But he was a physical presence for the Grizzlies for 3 seasons from 2011 through 2013. And it does look like a goaltender change has been made as Michael Bouillon, who is in net for Savannah after Paperny stopped 4 of 8. Bouillon's got a record of 3-11, 1-1 this season with a 4.08 goals against average and .877 save percentage. Grizzlies won the draw. They stationed themselves behind Lucas Periquez. They lead 4-0. 4 goals on 8 shots. Grizzlies feed it over to the far side. Kuotarsi in the area. Savannah trying to dump it back in, but the Grizzlies get it towards center ice as Michalchuk dumps it in. Bouillon plays it behind his net. Buillon, his last name. As the Ghost Pirates feed it to the near side, Tristan Thompson will bounce it across. It goes to center ice. Savannah skates in from the right. Grizzlies double team him as the puck goes back towards the middle. As Grizz feed it back to the point. Grizzlies still in their own zone as Michalchuk will dump it from one blue line to the other as Savannah chases after it. Ghost Pirates skating from right to left as they'll skate over to the right side, over the line, and back towards the circle. Shot, and it goes wide. So puck goes back towards the left corner. As throwing it behind his back is Logan Drevich. Grizzlies picking off. Utah leads 4-0. They continue the attack. Taran Pfizer on the left side gets hit by Thompson. Savannah gets it. They'll clear it out. No icing as the Ghost Pirates have it on the right side. They'll skate towards their left. Now they feed the left circle. Nas with a shot, and it's blocked by Shearer. So puck goes back towards the left side as Grizzlies. Connor McDonald skates behind the net. He stops there. 7:15 and counting left in the first. Utah leads 4-0. Grizz have gotten goals from 4 different skaters. Will feed a long-range pass as it rolls along the boards. Savannah gets it in the near side at center ice. Ghost Pirates trying to gain the line. Fitz challenges him at the blue line, and the Grizz have it back. As Utah's been outstanding here tonight. Dylan Fitz to the right side. Will skate towards the right circle. As the puck eludes him, he skates all the way to the corner to get it. As the Grizzlies towards the far side near the corner, gets hit by Savannah. As puck ends up bouncing off a Savannah skate, it rolls towards the far side. Cameron Wright, Fitz dumps it towards the slot and picked off by Savannah about 20 feet in front of Bouillon. As the Ghost Pirates will be patient with their approach. Number 25, Arturs Turkayev behind the net now, feed it out to center ice. Grizzlies picking off. Cameron Wright skates towards the right circle. Gets to Raby, skates down the middle. He'll take a lefty shot. And glove save by Bouillon. Bouillon's glove side is his right, and his stick side is his left. 6:22 left in the first. That was another pretty good look by the Grizzlies' 3-man forward group of Jamison, Wright, and Raby. As they were able to find Raby cutting down the middle, they fed him a pass, and Raby was all alone with the lefty shot. So what a start for the Grizzlies over in Savannah, as they've gotten goals from Dylan Fitz, Andrew Nelson, Tyler Penner, and Cameron Wright. Wright's goal was unassisted, 10:59 into the first. As Grizzlies have taken advantage of some Savannah turnovers. As the Ghost Pirates win the draw, they're back behind their net. As the Ghost Pirates feed it over to the near side, Raby picks it off. He centers it to right, but Savannah cuts in front of them as the Ghost Pirates will drift it out to center. Now they dish it out to the left side. They feed it to the right, all alone. Shot saved by Perique. As Perique cut off the angle of Nolan Valou, as Valou was all alone on the right side. Now Savannah skates down the middle of the lefty shot, and that bounces off of Perique and goes wide. The shot was taken by Pat Guay. As Grizzlies out to neutralize, will cross center and dump it in. As Savannah's goaltender stays in net, arm is raised by the linesman, and Utah's called for icing with 5:46 left in the first. With Wednesday's game in Greenville, that was exactly with 2 months left in the regular season, as the final game of the regular year will be on April 15th as the Grizzlies host the Tulsa Oilers. And so for Utah, who had an outstanding month of January with a record of 8-3-1. They got off to a tough start of the month of February, losing 5 straight, but they won on Wednesday to end the losing skid. And on Friday, here tonight, already up 4-0. with less than 6 minutes left in the first. Grizzlies win the draw. They skate from left to right. Utah with plenty of speed, crosses center ice. They dump it in. Dakota Raby chasing after it, but it's taken by Tristan Thompson. No, not the basketball player, but Thompson, the second-year pro. He'll feed it to the left side as Savannah crosses center. Now back to the right near the circle. Righty shot, saved by Parikh. And a whistle blows with 5:27 left in the first. Timeout on the ice will take one as well. It's the Grizzlies 4 and the Swamp Rabbits nothing. This is Utah Grizzlies hockey, presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott.
If you're out driving and something happens to your car, truck, or even wheelchair, and you end up stuck at a rail crossing, it's going to be okay. Don't panic. Here's what you do. Get out if you can, and look for this blue sign on the metal pole. Call the number on the blue sign, and when they answer, tell them the crossing number. The number is right here. This tells them the exact location of the crossing. This is the fastest way to get trains stopped before coming through the crossing. Look for the blue. It helps you.
I live for my next goal. Whether it's another pick six or another step forward in life, I wouldn't be who I am without the drive to reach it. And I wouldn't be where I am without my team. Everyone on and off the field who supports me and believes in my dreams as much as I do. Whatever your goals are, surround yourself with people who are going to help you reach toward them. Like my friends at America First, and see where life takes you.
Utah leads 4-0. 5:27 left in the first draw, and the Grizzlies zone is won by Utah. The Grizz done a great job in the faceoff circle here tonight. As Utah skates down the middle, Andrew Nilsson feeds over to the left side at center ice. Grizz trying to dump it in, but fanned on it. As the puck goes back towards the Utah blue line. Taken by James Shear's got an A on his sweater. He'll feed it to the Rooster, Jordan Martell on the near side. He'll move it ahead as the Grizzlies glide to center ice. Strong dumps it in. He's got great speed. He chases after Boyan, the goaltender, who plays it behind the net. As Savannah feeds out to center ice, and the bouncing puck taken by the Grizzlies, who skate back into their own zone as Savannah makes a line change with less than 5 minutes left in the first period. Over to the far side, Shear wings it across to Martell. Martell skates over the line, skates to the right circle, take a shot, and saved by Boyan. Well, I had to hesitate for a second. It's tough to kind of spot where the puck is. Tough to track it, but Martell with an open look on the right side, and Boyan made a save on the glove side, which is his right. It looks like the Grizzlies here early on against Boyan trying to go glove on him. As the Grizz will have an offensive zone draw. They've taken 10 shots here in the first period. Savannah's taken 8, and 4 of them have found the back of the net. As Boyan replaced Jordan Paperney. As Savannah wins the face-off, they'll throw it all the way deep in the Grizzly zone as Connor McDonald chasing after it. He gets hit by Cole Stollard in the far corner. As Savannah, right point, feeds it around the wall. Grizzlies deliver a big hit behind Parikh's net, and McDonald was involved. Stollard throws to the left side. Lefty shot, saved by Parikh. Rebound goes out in front. Grizzlies get it and clear it out. Skating to center ice is Fitz, who's already got 1 goal and 1 assist tonight. He'll spin it along the wall. Boyan cuts it off behind the net. Now he'll feed it back to the far side as it drifts towards the Grizzlies at neutral ice, and it's taken back by McDonald. Connor back in his own zone in the near circle. Will pitch it ahead to center ice. And the pass is incomplete, and icing is going to be called on the Grizzlies with 4:01 left in the first period. For Savannah, it looks like Pat Guay is going to be the guy that's going to have to get it done for them. He's got 34 points in 30 games. But really for the Grizzlies, you think about Dylan Fitz becoming the 5th Grizzlies skater to score 10 goals in this or more this season, as he scored 14 seconds into the contest. And the Grizz have had the momentum ever since. Utah wins the draw. Martell behind the net, and he gets blasted by Savannah. But the puck ends up going out to center ice. Grizzlies chase after it. As it looks like the Grizz tried to negate the icing, but looked like it was called as Nolan Valou was in a foot race with the Grizzly, and it looked like Utah was called for icing. I think it was the fastest of all the Grizzlies. Dakota Raby was skating down there to try to negate the icing. But icing on the Grizzlies with 3:50 left in the first. Both teams have taken 10 shots. The Iron Man, Tyler Penner, will take the face-off against Mason Premu. Premu, just like his family, Keith Premu and Wayne Premu, has great size at 6'5" and 203 pounds. Premu's kicked out of the face-off circle. Brent Peterson will take the draw. He wins it as Savannah throws it up top for Valou. He'll take a lefty shot, and it's blocked by Parikh as the rebound goes out towards the near side. As the Swamp Rabbits near the corner, Grizzlies hacking away. 3.5 minutes left in the first. As Guay joins the play. Grizzlies come out of the scrum with the puck as Taryn Pfizer Skates down the middle. Now throw it to the right side for Penner. As the pass goes tape to tape, Penner gains center ice and dumps it in. Fitz chases after it. He collides with a Ghost Pirate in the corner. Now second Ghost Pirate hits him as Savannah has the puck. They'll lift it in the air as it bounces at center ice, taken by Shearer, who feeds it across to Nilsson. Nilsson moves it head to right to the right side, gets hit. But he'll throw it across off the far boards as Thompson will try to clear it out. It bounced off a Grizzly. Utah on the left point as Shearer fires towards the net. Saved by Boyan. Rebound goes to the far side. Shearer gets it back. He'll drop it off for Wright, who throws it to the right corner. As Nilsson looks to center it, and it bounced off a Ghost Pirate stick as the puck goes back over. Jamison battles. He'll feed it back to the corner. Raby chases after it, but Savannah gets there first. Tristan Thompson, not a big guy, will bounce off a Grizzly. Now right side, Utah's shot, and that one goes wide. Now it's the left side. Grizzlies feed it back to the right corner. As there's 2.5 minutes left in the first period, Grizz up by 4. Andrew Nilsson to the right side, skates down the middle. Nilsson gets overpowered, and he ends up losing the puck as it goes back to the left side, as Nilsson was triple teamed by the time he got to the slot. As Savannah throws it to the near boards, they get to center ice, and Alex Swetelkoff will dump it in. As Savannah chases after it, Ghost Pirates will dish it back to the right point. Now they glided to the left side as Vila fakes a shot. Now he takes one, and it's blocked as Raby will skate towards the near side. He's got right ahead of him. Raby gains center ice, and he'll dump it to the corner. As Utah chasing after it, does Jamison. Raby skates over there, and it's taken back by Daniel D'Amato, who skates around his net, and he'll bounce it off the far side as it goes over to Utah as they skate back into their own zone. Grizz out towards center looking for McCallchuck, but they just skate down the middle. As they cross center ice, and Bryson Martin dumps it in. Boyan behind his net will feed it around to the far side as it glides to center ice, and it got redirected, no icing, as Savannah makes a line change. Grizzlies do the same. Utah skates behind Preek's net and stops, and that's Kyle Pouncey. Pouncey skates down the middle. Now he'll fake to his right and throw it to his left as the Grizzlies cross center. Martin drives it around the boards as he was entering the zone. It looks like the whistle blows with 1:15 left in the first, so it looked like the Grizz were called for offside as Bryson Martin, number 14, was entering the zone. Draw's going to be back at neutral ice, and even though Savannah's got an 11-10 edge on the shot count, it's 4-0 Grizz, who have goals from Dylan Fitz, Andrew Nilsson, Tyler Penner, and Cameron Wright. Penner and Fitz each have 1 goal and 1 assist for the Grizzlies this evening. So Penner will take the draw against Premu, and it's won by Savannah. It was a neutral zone draw. Savannah skates back into their own zone. They throw it to the right point, keeping it in as McDonald, who spins along the wall. Savannah cuts it off behind the net. There's about 1 minute left in the first period, in the first ever meeting between the Grizzlies and Ghost Pirates. I keep wanting to say Swamp Rabbits tonight. As Preek will throw it to the far side. As Grizz dish it ahead, now they're out to center ice. They cross the red line, left wing, and dump it in. As Boyan gets it, he'll feed it back to the far side. Grizzlies cut it off. Utah with a lefty shot on it, bounced off a stick and goes wide. As Savannah will lift it in the air as the pass connects. They skate towards the left circle. Pat Guay with a shot. Saved by Preek. Has had to look for the reaction of Guay to see if he had scored or not, and he didn't celebrate as Preek made the save with 35 seconds left in the first. It's one of those things you'd like to be a fly on the wall in the Savannah locker room. Can't imagine the head coach, Rick Bennett, is too happy with the Savannah Ghost Pirates. As the Grizzlies just came out strong, they scored 14 seconds in, and they've really kept the momentum throughout. An outstanding first period by the Grizzlies, who have been aggressive. They're making quick decisions, and they're really playing with a lot of confidence. And when Savannah's made a mistake, they made him pay. As Utah has 2 unassisted goals in the first period, normally those come off turnovers. Savannah wins the draw, high slot. They'll throw it to the corner. As Savannah skates back towards the point, 25 seconds left in the period. Utah challenging along the boards. As Keaton Jamison tries to clear it out, it stays in. Now left circle, lefty shot, saved by Preek. Rebound goes to Utah as Grizzle bouncing off the near boards. It stays in. Vila with a shot, and Preek looked to make the save, but the shot ends up going wide. 7 seconds left in the period. Puck behind Utah's net. Andrew Nilsson will lift it high into the air as it bounces at center ice. Grizzlies chase after it. Cameron Wright was looking for a shot. It gets poked away, and that will do it for 20 minutes over at Enmarket Arena. And it's the first 20 minutes between these clubs in team history, as it's Savannah's first season in existence. And for the Grizzlies, they scored 14 seconds into the contest as Dylan Fitz created a turnover, had a shot from the left circle and put it away. And then the Grizzlies added 3 more in the first period. And really, even though Savannah had more shots in the first frame, the Grizzlies lead 4-0. The Grizzlies are 6-0 this season when leading after 1 period. We'll recap the first period when we come back. Once again, the score after 20 minutes of play, it's the Utah Grizzlies 4 and the Savannah Ghost Pirates 0. This is Utah Grizzlies hockey presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott.
When you pay with the Nitro card at Maverick, you always save 10 cents or more on fuel every gallon, every day. And you could save a whole lot more thanks to Nitro Best Price. Pick up a Nitro card and upgrade your Adventure Club account today.
I live for my next goal. Whether it's another pick six or another step forward in life, I wouldn't be who I am without the drive to reach it. And I wouldn't be where I am without my team. Everyone on and off the field who supports me and believes in my dreams as much as I do. Whatever your goals are, surround yourself with people who are going to help you reach toward them. Like my friends at America First, and see where life takes you.
Maverick's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
If you're out driving and something happens to your car, truck, or even wheelchair, and you end up stuck at a rail crossing, it's going to be okay. Don't panic. Here's what you do. Get out if you can, and look for this blue sign on the metal pole. Call the number on the blue sign, and when they answer, tell them the crossing number. The number is right here. This tells them the exact location of the crossing. This is the fastest way to get trains stopped before coming through the crossing. Look for the blue. It helps you.
First intermission over at Enmarket Arena, and the Grizzlies lead 4-0. Savannah outshot Utah 12-11, but it didn't matter. There wasn't a single penalty committed in the first 20 minutes of plays. We played 5-on-5 throughout, and there was a good flow to the game. And from the Grizzlies' perspective, they had to really like what they saw early and often. As Savannah, I think, won the opening faceoff, they were back in their own zone. They were just kind of jackpotting around, and then somehow they turned it over, and Dylan Fitz had a wide-open look from the left circle. He just fired a blast that went past Paperny, the Savannah goaltender, and it was unassisted because it was off a Savannah turnover, and 14 seconds in, the Grizzlies took a 1-0 lead, and for that, Dylan Fitz is the Optum first goal of the game scorer. Optum is committed to making healthcare work better, leading the way to better experiences, better health, and lower costs for you. Optum is creating a healthier world, one insight, one connection, and one person at a time. So Dylan Fitz is the Optum Healthcare first goal of the game scorer, and Utah took a 1-0 lead at that point. 14 seconds in, that's got to be about the quickest the Grizzlies have scored a goal into a game this season. Andrew Nelson made it a 2-0 game as he scored his 9th of the year, 218, and as it was a blast from the left circle. Tyler Penner and Dylan Fitz with the assists, as Fitz had 1 goal and 1 assist in the first period. And then a couple minutes later, maybe 2.5 minutes later, the Grizzlies made it 3-0. There was a 3-on-2. I thought it was either Cam Strong or Aaron Tho. I saw the 2 on the jersey. In fact, there was a lot of 2s as Michalchuk and Martell got the assists. Now, Cam Strong's usually on that shift. It's not usually Tyler Penner, but right now they've gotten Tyler Penner scoring the goal. I thought it was either Strong or Tho, but then again, the box score has Penner getting his 9th of the year. That means that Tyler has a 1 goal and 1 assist performance, and Michalchuk and Martell picked up the assist. And I thought Jordan Martell was outstanding in the first period. And for Vladislav Michalchuk, his first point since returning from an injury, he missed 12 games as he got hit on January 14th and missed a month as he got hit by Zach Walker over in Idaho. And so for Michalchuk, it's good to see him get back on the scoring sheet for the Grizzlies. He played on Wednesday night, but didn't get any points. And Michalchuk with an assist in the first period. Goal scored by Tyler Penner, 4:58 into the first period. And at that point, Utah led 3-0. And then, Savannah had the puck in the offensive zone. They were at the point. It looked like they tried to throw it from the right point to the left point, and Cameron Wright did a great job anticipating the play. He cut in front of the pass, and from about his blue line, 3/4 the length of the ice, he just skated down the middle with the breakaway. And it was a very simple play. Sometimes you get a breakaway like that, and you just try to do too much. You try to make some sort of fancy move on a goaltender. Well, Cameron Wright just kind of skated down the middle, and he didn't make any sort of move. He just kind of subtly fired the puck over the left shoulder of Jordan Paperny, and that made it a 4-0 hockey game. And at that point, Paperny was removed and replaced by Michael Boyan, as Paperny stopped 4 of 8 in the first 10 minutes and 59 seconds. Boyan only saw 3 shots in the first period in the final 9 minutes and 1 second, and he stopped all 3. But, it might be too little too late for Savannah, as the Grizzlies really pumped a great offensive performance in the first period. To my memory, I think the 4 goals in the first period are the most scored by Utah in a first period this season. As I think the Grizzlies did have a couple first periods where they scored 3 goals, but I think this is the first one where they've scored 4. In fact, it is the first period that the Grizzlies have scored more than 2 goals in a first period this season. Now, there were quite a few occasions where the Grizzlies had 2 goals in a first period, but they haven't had a game where they've had more than 2. And tonight, they score 4 goals in the first period. It looks like the mayor of Savannah's there, and it looks like they are just announcing that Savannah is going to be the host of the 2022 All-Star Classic. Well, I was certainly hoping it was going to Utah, because after all, that would mean that I'd get to broadcast the thing probably. But it looks like the 2022 ECHL All-Star Classic will be in Savannah, Georgia. It looks like they're having a presentation on the ice. The commissioner's there. Looks like the mayor of Savannah is there as well. And it looks like the All-Star game will be in Savannah in 2024. This year it was in Norfolk, and it looks like Savannah keeps it in the southern region, it looks like Savannah, Georgia. And I don't know if this might be breaking news right now. Savannah, Georgia gets the 2022 ECHL All-Star Classic. So it's the first period that really went the Grizzlies' way, leading 4-0. And I'm flying solo here tonight. This would normally be the time where we'd either talk with Guy Karenz, who's off on assignment, or Tim Broussard, who's also off on assignment, as well as Kiki Crom. For the Grizzlies, a very balanced attack in terms of shots. Cameron Wright had 2 shots, with one of them finding the back of the net. Aaron Tho had 2 shots, and I thought it was either Tho or Strong. I'm not sure. These remote feeds sometimes could just be what they are, but they did give it to Penner. Maybe I just didn't notice the one on the back of his jersey with the black numbers and professional green trim. So Penner's got 1 goal and 1 assist tonight. So does Dylan Fitz. Aaron Tho's got 2 shots. So does Cameron Wright. And then a few other Grizzlies have 1 shot, including Andrew Nilsson and Dylan Fitz, who each found the back of the net. Fitz is a +2. James Shearer and Andrew Nilsson are each a +3 for the Grizzlies through 1 period. When we come back to the Rio Tinto Kennecott intermission report, we'll go over the league standings. We'll also go over some games that are going on around the league, as well as games that are going to go on a little bit later. Breaking news, looks like Savannah is going to host the 2024 ECHL All-Star Classic. It looks like they got a presentation over in Savannah as the Grizzlies are up by 4 here on the Rio Tinto Kennecott intermission report on the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
If you're out driving and something happens to your car, truck, or even wheelchair, and you end up stuck at a rail crossing, it's going to be okay. Don't panic. Here's what you do. Get out if you can and look for this blue sign on the metal pole. Call the number on the blue sign, and when they answer, tell them the crossing number. The number is right here. This tells them the exact location of the crossing. This is the fastest way to get trains stopped before coming through the crossing. Look for the blue. It helps you.
I live for my next goal. Whether it's another pick six or another step forward in life, I wouldn't be who I am without the drive to reach it. And I wouldn't be where I am without my team. Everyone on and off the field who supports me and believes in my dreams as much as I do. Whatever your goals are, surround yourself with people who are going to help you reach toward them. Like my friends at America First, and see where life takes you.
It's Utah 4, Savannah nothing. First intermission as the Grizz were outshot in the first period, but hey, the Grizz got a goal 14 seconds in by Dylan Fitz as he got the optimum first goal of the game, and the Grizzlies just continued to roll as Andrew Nelson, Tyler Penner, and Cameron Wright each found the back of the net for the Grizzlies, and Lucas Preek was solid in the first frame. And really, think about the start of Wednesday's game, Lucas Preek has really been solid the last 4 periods for the Grizzlies, and maybe just him getting in the fight with the Allen goaltender Chase Perry at the end of the February 4th game is just what the doctor ordered. And remember, that same Allen Americans team will be at Maverick Center next week for a 3-game series. The next home game for the Grizz will be a Bud Light College night. The Grizzlies have 2 games in Orlando this weekend and then come back home as it's game 4 of a 6-game road trip. And don't forget, the Grizzlies will take on the Orlando Solar Bears over at Amway Center. Face-off on Sunday will be at 1 o'clock, pregame coverage at 12:45. And then the Grizzlies will take on Orlando on Monday evening. Face-off will be at 5 o'clock in the Mountain Time Zone. Then the Grizzlies will travel on Tuesday and take on the Allen Americans for the Bud Light College night on Wednesday, February 22nd. It's the first of a 3-game series. And don't forget, Grizzlies Fight Cancer Weekend presented by Mountain Land Supply Company is going to be on Friday, February 24th and Saturday, February 25th. And don't forget that Friday is also going to be an AFCU Friday, where tickets start just $8 when you pay using your AFCU debit or credit card at the Maverick Center box office. Some other games in the league here this evening. 2 minutes left in the second period. Atlanta leads Adirondack 2-1. 5 minutes left in the second. Indy leads Kalamazoo 1-0. Halfway through the second period, Orlando leads South Carolina 2-0. Halfway through the second frame, Jacksonville leads Greenville 2-1. Remember, the Grizzlies defeated Greenville on Wednesday night. And it looks like Miles Gendron is in the Greenville lineup, the former Grizzly. He did not play on Wednesday. Remember, Gendron was a member of the Grizzlies each of the last 2 seasons. Halfway through the second period, Worcester leads Norfolk 2-0. 11 minutes left in the second, Maine over Trois-Rivières 2-0. Just ending the first period, Cincinnati leads Fort Wayne 2-0. Halfway through the first period, Florida and Allen are tied at 1. As Florida defeated Allen on Friday night, and we're obviously going to watch the Allen Americans because the Grizzlies are going to be big Swamp Rabbits fans tonight, or big Everblades. For some reason, I want to call them the Swamp Rabbits. I want to call every team the Swamp Rabbits. I don't know if that's just a name that I think is cool. I wanted to call Savannah the Swamp Rabbits at least 15 times here in the first period. And for some reason, even though Florida's got a pretty cool name and they won the Kelly Cup last year, I wanted to call them the Swamp Rabbits as well. The Everblades scored first as Moberg scored 130 in, but Hank Crone got his 26th of the year, 358 into the first period. Florida has outshot Allen 9-3 here so far as Luke Parasini gets the start in net for the Allen Americans. He has stopped 8 of, and Americans are tied at 1 with 8:55 left in the first period. No score, 6 minutes in between Wheeling and Iowa. And halfway through the first period, Idaho and Kansas City are scoreless. That game played at Cable Dahmer Arena over in Independence, Missouri. At 7 o'clock, about 40 minutes from now, Toledo is at Rapid City. Remember, on Wednesday, Toledo defeated Rapid City by a 5-1 score. It looks like during the first intermission, they announced that Savannah is going to be the host of the 2024 ECHL All-Star Classic. When we come back in 2 minutes, we'll have second period action over at Enmarket Arena as Utah leads 4-0 on the Grizzlies Hockey Network, presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott.
Maverick's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
If you're out driving and something happens to your car, truck, or even wheelchair, and you end up stuck at a rail crossing, it's going to be okay. Don't panic. Here's what you do. Get out if you can and look for this blue sign on the metal pole. Call the number on the blue sign, and when they answer, tell them the crossing number. The number is right here. This tells them the exact location of the crossing. This is the fastest way to get trains stopped before coming through the crossing. Look for the blue. It helps you.
It's the Grizzlies 4 and the Ghost Pirates nothing, as the first intermission ceremony has just wrapped up, as they announced during the first intermission that Savannah is hosting the 2022 ECHL All-Star Classic. And if you think about the Grizzlies, the 4 goals scored in the first period is the most by Utah this season in the first period, as the previous high was 2 in the first frame. And if I'm thinking back, I think the 4 goals in the first period are the most scored by the Grizzlies in any one period in a game this season. And it's big for the Grizzlies to get off to a fast start. We talked about it on Wednesday against the Swamp Rabbits, that the Grizzlies scoring first would be big. Neither team scored in the first period on Wednesday, but then the Grizzlies scored first as Cam Strong found the back of the net, 148 in. Well, the Grizzlies, when scoring first this season, they've got a record of 13-3. It's kind of odd considering that's game 47 for the Grizzlies, and obviously they scored first tonight, that they've only scored first 17 of the 47 games this season. You know, the Grizzlies, for the 7th time this season, now lead after one period. The Grizzlies are 6-0 when leading after one, which sounds like a great stat, but when you think about it, Norfolk is the only other team in the league coming into play tonight that had that few amount of times leading after one period. You know, Norfolk had led 6 times after one period, and every other team was either 8, 9, or in the double-digit category of games this season where they led after one period. And so it's critical, I think, for the Grizzlies to play with the lead and play with confidence. And we saw that with the Grizzlies twice capitalizing on Savannah mistakes. But otherwise, you think about playing that north-south game and the Grizzlies liking, utilizing their speed with guys like Cam Strong, Cameron Wright, who's got, he's kind of deceptively fast as Strong. You got Dakota Raby out there who's about as fast as anybody in the league. You get those guys playing a north-south game, the Grizzlies can be pretty dangerous. And the Grizzlies, it seemed like in the first period, really took the action to Savannah, had them on their heels, and before you knew it, the Grizzlies were up 4-0. And so that's when Utah is at its best. You think about the third goal Utah scored. It was a classic 3-on-2. They had the odd man break, and the Grizzlies didn't try to get too cute with things. They didn't try to overpass, just get the puck in front of the net and see if you can find a way to get one past the goaltender. It's just like with Cameron Wright. They always talk about playing a simple game. Well, Cam Wright got a breakaway. He didn't try to make 2 or 3 moves on the goaltender. He just kind of found a weakness up top, fired it over his shoulder and scored Utah's 4th goal. Sometimes you could see a hockey team getting a little bit too fancy with things, and that's when they end up getting themselves into trouble. That's where a team can have like a 3-on-1 odd man break and overpass and not get a shot off. Well, the Grizzlies did a great job in the first period playing a simple game, and that's why they lead 4-0 right now. We'll come back in 1 minute and have second period action over at Enmarket Arena as Utah leads 4-0 on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
If you're out driving and something happens to your car, truck, or even wheelchair, and you end up stuck at a rail crossing, it's going to be okay. Don't panic. Here's what you do. Get out if you can and look for this blue sign on the metal pole. Call the number on the blue sign, and when they answer, tell them the crossing number. The number is right here. This tells them the exact location of the crossing. This is the fastest way to get trains stopped before coming through the crossing. Look for the blue. It helps you.
I live for my next goal. Whether it's another pick six or another step forward in life. I wouldn't be who I am without the drive to reach it. And I wouldn't be where I am without my team. Everyone on and off the field who supports me and believes in my dreams as much as I do. Whatever your goals are, surround yourself with people who are going to help you reach toward them. Like my friends at America First, and see where life takes you.
Are about set to start second period action over at Enmarket Arena. It's game 4 of the 6-game road trip for the Grizzlies. Utah is 1-1-1 currently on the trip as they've got a standing point in 2 straight games. Last Saturday, they lost in overtime to the Rapid City Rush 4-3. On Wednesday night, they defeated Greenville 4-3, and tonight they've got a 4-0 lead, and Lucas Preek was outstanding. In Savannah, they're showing their shots on Flow Sports. They did have some good looks in the first period. Lucas just did an outstanding job displaying a quick glove, and it looks like a pretty quick feed as well. And Savannah did have some legitimately good looks in the first period, but Lucas Preek stopped them all. 20 minutes are on the clock to start the second period. We didn't have a single penalty in the first period, but when the Grizzlies do get on the penalty kill, it'll be a Utah disaster cleanup penalty kill. UDK is the #1 provider of disaster cleanup services in Utah. Since 1974, we've been there when customers need us the most. Savannah, Tyler Penner will take the draw against Mason Premu. The first and only meeting between these clubs this year. Grizzlies will be on the road tomorrow and travel to Orlando, Florida for a 2-game set against the Solar Bears. Puck at center ice. Grizzlies are going to be skating from right to left as we see it on Flow Sports. In your mind's eye, see it on YouTube as Savannah wins the draw. They're skating from our left to our right as they dump it in. And Preek looks after it as Aaron Tho gets the puck behind Utah's net. He gets hit. Tho played in 2 games with Savannah earlier this year. Tho feeds it to the far side for McDonald. As the Grizzlies lift it out to Dylan Fitz, who gets the bouncing puck at center ice. He moves it ahead, looking for Penner. Penner gets behind the defense. He'll take a righty shot. Saved by Boyan. And he holds on, but what a play by the Grizzlies. McDonald was in the far corner, fed it to center ice in the left wing for Fitz. Fitz started to skate towards the blue line, found Penner. Penner got the pass, skated between two Ghost Pirates. I wanted to say the Swamp Rabbits again. And Penner skated in, took a righty shot, and Boyan made the save. But a great look by the Grizzlies. And that 2-pass combination that had Utah a great look early in the second period. As Savannah wins the draw, they're in their own zone. As puck spins back behind their net. As the Ghost Pirates behind their net with the puck. They'll feed it to the near side as Savannah will carry it across center ice. Svetlikov crosses center ice and dumps it in. He wears number 13. Preek throws it to the near side. Taken back by Utah. Grizz pitching out to center. Pass connects. Terran Pfizer gets around the defense. He'll take a righty shot and he scores! Terran Pfizer gets his 13th of the year, and the Grizzlies have extended the lead. It's now a 5-0 game. Well, the Grizzlies got the puck to neutral ice again, found Pfizer. Pfizer was in a one-on-one battle with Nolan Valou, and as Pfizer was falling down, he just fired a low liner that went past the ankle and past the goal line as Michael Boyan really didn't have much he could do about it. He was just hoping that Valou would knock Pfizer away before he got a shot off. So Terran Pfizer gets one of the craftiest goals that he scored this season. His 13th tally. We'll see who ends up getting the assist. Utah leads 5-0. Outstanding performance by the Grizz here so far as the Grizz have it at neutral ice. Raby throws it back into the Grizzly zone for Shearer. Back to Nilsson. Nilsson and Shearer were their +3 in the first period. He'll dump it in. Grizzlies chase after it. No icing as Baloo plays it behind his net, or Boyan. As the puck ends up to the near corner, Grizzlies look to center it, and it goes back to the high slot between the defensemen and all the way deep into the Grizzlies zone. Lucas Preek skates out to the far corner to cut the puck off, as he'll get over to Shearer. Back to the far side. Grizzlies to center get it. 3-on-2. Utah feeds a left wing pass to Raby. Raby glides towards a circle. He gets challenged by Nick Tuzzolino, the former Grizzly. Goes back to Shearer, left wing. He'll take a shot into traffic, saved by Boyan. As Savannah throws it out to center ice, regathered by the Grizzlies. Shearer drives it back in. It bounced off the end boards. Nick Tuzzolino is 37 years old, throws to the far side. Now Savannah crosses center. Sanaway dumps it in. Preek to the side of his net, throws it to the near side as the Grizz will pitch it out to center. As it's out to center ice, did Simeone get a piece of it? And doesn't matter as it didn't get far enough for icing. As Brandon Estes crosses center ice. He'll drive it in from the right wing as it goes back towards the far side. Savannah kicks it towards Parikh. Now back to the left point. Backhand pass to the right side. Savannah trying to locate it, but the Grizzlies take it away. Cam Strong gets to Simeone. And Simeone, the Merrimack product, second-year pro, throws it to neutralize. It bounced off a Savannah stick as they'll chase it down along the near boards deep in their own zone as Brandon Estes will bounce it off the end wall of his own end as Savannah feeds it out to center ice right wing. Taking it away is Christian Simeone as he took it away from Pat Guay as Utah leads 5-0 about 3 minutes into the second period. Utah across the center. Martin with a right wing pass. Grizz gained the line. Right side as they'll feed it over to the left. As the puck is picked off by Savannah. Ghost Pirates 2-on-3. They'll skeet towards the line. Centering pass connects. But they couldn't get the shot off. It looks like it's going to be a penalty on the Grizzlies. As they're back checking as Savannah looked for the centering pass that got through, but they couldn't get a shot off, and that's because Utah committed a penalty. And it looks like a pretty good, smart penalty committed by the Grizzlies, who for the first time tonight are in the Rogers and Russell Legal Solutions holding cell. Have you or someone you know been charged with a DUI? Rogers and Russell is Utah's DUI defense firm. Consequences for driving under the influence in Utah are serious, and you need great attorneys on your first line. Look for a letter in the mail from Rogers and Russell inviting you to schedule a free consultation. Don't throw away or disregard this letter. Call and get Utah's best DUI defense team. Rogers and Russell. Looks like Tyler Penner's in the box. 2 minutes. I believe hooking's the call. Grizzlies win the faceoff and clear it all the way out. Savannah chases after it. Does Logan Drevich. Drevich was a college teammate with Christian Simeone at Merrimack. As now Spencer Noss will gain center ice. He skates down the middle, drop it back off to the right wing. As Drevich gets the puck, he'll skate towards his left. Now feed it ahead as Savannah dumps it into the offensive zone. You don't normally see a team dump it from center ice. They're on a power play. They usually carry it in. It's McCallchuck from the near corner, clears it all the way out. Savannah this season is 21.6% on the power play. Grizz penalty kill, 80.4%. Grizzlies get it. Cameron Wright skates towards the right side. He avoids a check. Skates towards the point, and he loses the puck. Savannah crosses center ice from the right wing. Does Drevich. He'll gain the line. Now a skate towards his left as he drops it off. Now lefty shot and scores. Dylan Sadaway roofed one over the right shoulder of Lucas Parikh as the Ghost Pirates get on the board with a power play tally as Dylan Sadaway gets his 7th of the season. So it's a 5-1 Grizzlies lead, but Savannah scores on the power play as Drevich just dropped it off for Sadaway, who skated towards the right circle, and he fired a nice-looking shot past Lucas Parikh. He went top shelf, and for short people like me, well, I couldn't get it past the cookie jar. That's where Mama keeps it, and I didn't eat many cookies because Mom kept it in the top drawer. That's where Sadaway fired away. So we're back to 5-on-5 skating as the Ghost Pirates get on the board. Drevich will get an assist on the Sadaway goal. As the Ghost Pirates have the puck in their own end, they skate from left to right. They cross center ice, skate down the middle. Now they're dropping off to the right side for Pat Guay. He looks to center, gets kicked away by the skate of Martin. Martin in the right corner holds up Savannah. The Ghost Pirates try to throw it to the point, challenging Tyler Penner, who committed the penalty. Now Fitz will throw it to center ice at the logo. It's taken back by the Ghost Pirates, who will feed it off the far boards. Grizzlies protect the blue line as to the right wing. Dumping it in is Brandon Estes, who's a -14 this season as the puck goes back to the far side. Now across to Martin. Bryson back in his own zone. Tries to throw it towards center ice. He lifts the puck. Visor has to go over his stick, and Savannah dumps it back into the offensive end as the Grizzlies will tap it off the glass. It goes to Fitz. Fitz with 1 goal and 1 assist tonight. Gains the blue line, stops to the point, fires towards the net. Now from the corner, somehow the puck ended up squirting towards Boyan as the Swamp Rabbits will throw it back into the Grizzly zone. Utah resets. Aaron Tho moves it ahead as Cam Strong gets around Nick Tuzzolino. Tuzzolino with the puck. He'll skate towards the far side. Is Strong in the area. Strong collides with Tuzzolino along the far board. Savannah lifts it into the air. Puck bounces at center ice. Grizzlies tried to move it to McCallchuck, but Savannah picked it off. Ghost Pirates left wing. Lefty shot. Saved by Parikh. And it looks like the Utah goaltender holds on with 14:35 left in the second. Shots have been pretty close to even here tonight. Grizzlies with 14 shots, and Savannah has taken 13. So Savannah is 1 for 1 on the power play tonight. As Dylan Sadaway scored, 3:53 in. Logan Drevich got his 17th assist of the year, and Nolan Valou with his 11th helper of the campaign. The penalty was a Tyler Penner hooking minor, 2:59 in, and Savannah scored 54 seconds into the power play. It's 5-1 Grizzlies, 14:35 left in the second as Utah scored the first 5 goals of the game. As Savannah wins the draw, they skeet towards the right circle now around Parik's net. Now they feed it to the right side. Shot saved by Parik. That was taken by D'Amato. Grizzlies 2-on-2. Raby skates towards the left circle. Centers to the right side for Wright. He takes a shot. He scores! Cameron Wright gets his second of the game as he got a pass from Dakota Raby, and he roofed it over Boyan. And so for Wright, he gets his second of the contest and 17th of the season. And Dakota Raby, who had 2 assists on Wednesday, is going to get the main assist, and he'll get his 17th helper of the season. Boy, what a start to the Grizzlies, and what a game for Cameron Wright, and really what a road trip for Cameron Wright. He's been outstanding in the last 2.5 games. He was terrific for the Grizzlies against Rapid City on Saturday. Last night he had 2 goals, and he's got 2 more here tonight. Utah leads 6-1. Savannah wins the draw. They'll throw it out to neutralize. The Ghost Pirates enter the offensive zone. You skate towards the left side now around the net. Utah gathers it to the right side as Grizz out to center ice. Andrew Nilsson gains the line, stops to the point, tries to feed it towards Wright, who's on hat trick watch. He couldn't reach it. Raby along the near side gets hit. Savannah clears it out to the center ice logo. It's regathered by Nilsson. We'll throw it back to Parik to the far side. Back to Nilsson, who's got 1 goal tonight. Trying to get it to Shearer, but Parik cuts it off behind the net. Now Savannah takes it away from Shearer. Now left, right side, Tuzzolino shot saved by Parik. Grizzlies out to center ice, get it. Raby doesn't have numbers. He'll just enter the zone. Raby avoided a check of Savannah as Martin at center ice dumps it in. Grizzlies skate towards Pfizer. He takes a backhand shot, saved by Boyan. As Martin had it to neutralize, nudged it ahead to Pfizer. Pfizer had a good look, took a backhand shot, and Boyan made the save and didn't allow a rebound. Utah leads 6-1 as we got a timeout on the ice, and the Grizz are playing outstanding hockey on the Grizzlies Hockey Network, presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott. Utah leads 6-0. They led 4-0 after 1 period. Taron Pfizer made it a 5-0 game as he scored 51 seconds in. Dylan Fitz with an assist. He now has 1 goal and 2 assists and a +3 rating as we're back to live action. As the Grizzlies around the net, Tyler Penner's had a good game. We'll chip it over to the right point. Grizz feed it to Martin. He's in the high slot. He'll take a lefty shot. On that one goes just wide. Is he trying to go glove side on Boyan as the Grizz turn Pfizer behind the net as the puck feeds towards the near side. Martin collides with a Ghost Pirate. As coming out with the puck, what is Savannah? As the Ghost Pirates skate from left to right, they feed it out to center ice. Now left wing pass. Savannah, 3-on-4. They'll take a left wing shot. And a save by Parik. Boy, it looked like for a second Lucas was trying to figure out where it was. Luckily, it didn't cross the goal line. The last shot was taken by Daniel D'Amato. And so the draw is going to be in the Grizzlies zone. Savannah got on the board with a power play tally, 3:53 in. Dylan Sadaway scored from the right circle. He got a 7th of the year. Logan Drevich and Nolan Valou with the assist. And then Cameron Wright got a 2nd of the game and 17th of the season. He scored 5:40 into the second with Dakota Raby getting the assists. Raby's a +2. Cameron Wright is also a +2. Wright's got 2 goals on 3 shots here tonight. So there's 12:52 left in the second. As Utah wins the face-off, they're in their own end. As Connor McDonald dances around Parik's net. Now feed it to the near side for Simeone. So he'll drift it back to Aaron Tho. We'll move it past Simeone as it goes into the Ghost Pirates zone. Joey Quatarsi chases after it, but it's the other number 4, Tristan Thompson, that gets there first. As Savannah feeds over to the left side, Ghost Pirates skate towards the left circle, take a lefty shot, saved by Parik as the puck bounced off the glass as it ricocheted off Parik. As it goes to the far corner for Quatarsi, but lifted in the air, it's gloved at center ice by Estes. He'll move it to the right side, looking for Thompson. Pass didn't connect. Preek behind his net will feed it to the far side. Grizzlies dishing out to center. As Simeone in the left wing. Across the center ice. Now he gains the offensive line. Drops off for McDonald to take a righty shot, and it goes wide. As though kicks it to the corner. Drifts it around the net looking for Simeone, and Estes cuts it off. Brandon Estes will throw it to center ice as Savannah crosses center. They'll dump it in. Does number 21 Max Kaufman. Preek behind his net will give it to Cam Strong. Strong gets the puck, lost it, but then gets it back, and he'll nudge it to center ice as Savannah lifts it back in. Chasing after it is McDonald, but icing is called on the Ghost Pirates with 11:42 left in the second. After 5 tough games to start the month of February, it looks like the Grizzlies are off and playing good hockey. They played outstanding over in Greenville on Wednesday night, and the Grizzlies have been outstanding here this evening, taking on a Savannah team that's in last place in the South Division, but usually good teams do what they do is they take care of business, whether it's on home ice or on the road, take care of business against these kinds of teams. Grizzlies picking off as Jordan Martell to the left side, drops it off for Strong. Strong to the near goal line. Now around the net, gets hit. Michalchuk takes over and feeds it back to the corner. Martell avoids a check but doesn't get the puck. Strong will bounce a shot that goes wide as it hit off the end wall. Savannah stops there, thinking about passing it to neutral ice. They keep it. They'll skate back deeper in their own zone. Now they'll feed it to the near side as the Swamp Rabbits. Artur Turkayev, the native of Ukraine, will throw it out to center ice, and he's a former Worcester Railer. As Savannah, centering pass, shot, saved by Preek. That shot was taken by Svetlikov, who's a -5 tonight. Left wing pass, Grizzlies step over the line. Martell banned on a centering pass, and he'll instead glide it to the corner where Nilsson is. Now the Grizz trying to get it back towards Nilsson, does Jamison. Savannah takes it away. Ghost Pirates with a 3-on-3. Savannah skates towards the right circle. Taylor lefty shot, and it goes over Preek's head and stays in play as it glides along the far boards. Taken back by Tuzzolino. He's 37 years old. He steps over the line, but the Ghost Pirates are offside with 10:33 left in the second. As Brent Peterson bounces a stick off the boards in frustration as he skates towards the bench. Both teams have 17 shots. The only difference is Utah has found 6 of them to go past 2 different Savannah goaltenders. Ghost Pirates' only goals on the power play. And that's the big thing tonight is the Grizzlies have scored a lot of goals 5-on-5. And Savannah, there's only been 1 power play tonight, and that's Savannah, who ended up scoring after Tyler Penner got a penalty 2:59 in. Looks like Tannen Wozniak had some words for somebody on the ice as he drops the puck at neutral ice. Grizzlies skate from right to left as they win the faceoff. Grizz have been outstanding in the faceoff circle tonight. Grizz throw it into the offensive zone. Cameron Wright on hat trick watch gets pushed. Now the Ghost Pirates throw it all the way towards Preek. He plays it in the crease. Lucas with an outlet pass to center ice. It bounced over the stick of Wright. Now Savannah dumps it back in. It's taken back by the Grizzlies. We're about halfway through the scheduled 60 minutes, and Utah leads 6-1. Grizz cross center ice. Martell chips it in. And it looks like the Grizzlies are called for offside, or the puck ended up out of play. There's 9:59 left in the second. It's Utah 6 and Savannah 1. This is Utah Grizzlies hockey presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott.
If you're out driving and something happens to your car, truck, or even wheelchair, and you end up stuck at a rail crossing, it's going to be okay. Don't panic. Here's what you do. Get out if you can and look for this blue sign on the metal pole. Call the number on the blue sign, and when they answer, tell them the crossing number. The number is right here. This tells them the exact location of the crossing. This is the fastest way to get trains stopped before coming through the crossing. Look for the blue. It helps you.
It's 6-1 Grizzlies. So we're halfway through the scheduled 60 minutes of play. Cameron Wright has 2 goals. Dylan Fitz has 1 goal and 2 assists and a +3 rating. Shear and Nilsson are each at +4 for the Grizz. Lucas Preek has stopped 16 of 17. Savannah's gone through 2 different goaltenders. Michael Boyan is in there now, and he has stopped 7 of 9. Savannah's had 1 power play, and that's where they've scored their lone goal. Grizzlies have yet to get on the power play, which means Utah has scored 6 goals, 5-on-5 this evening. During the first intermission, it was announced that Savannah is going to get the 2024 ECHL All-Star Classic as they're going to host. As Jamison will take the draw at center ice against Spencer Noss, the former Idaho Steelhead. Noss wins the draw. Savannah skates from left to right as they pitch it into the Grizzlies zone. Out to the high slot. Righty shot goes wide as that was taken by Cole Stollard, number 17. Right side, Brandon Estes will throw it to the right side. It bounced off a Stollard's stick as it goes to the right corner. Now right circle, and a shot by Sadaway is blocked. Now to the left side. As Grizz get it, they're still in their own ends. They'll tap it off the far glass. It goes to neutral ice where Savannah gets it. Estes dumps it in from the right wing as Andrew Nilsson cuts it off in the left corner. Back to the right side. Raby has it go past him. Estes collides with Raby. Oh, Raby tripped him up, and it's going to be a penalty. As Dakota Raby tripped up Brandon Estes. It's either a tripping or kneeing. That will be the penalty. And so it looks like for the second time tonight, Savannah is going to be on the power play. And it was a good call by the referee who saw it all the way from the right corner. So Savannah 1 for 1 on the power play tonight. 21.6% coming into play this evening. And they're back on the power play. The Grizzlies lead 6-1 as Dakota Raby either got 2 minutes for tripping or 2 minutes for kneeing. As the near boards were in the way, we couldn't see whether it was a stick or a knee that tripped up the Savannah defenseman Brandon Estes. Draw won by the Ghost Pirates. Savannah over in the high slot. Feed it to the right side. Now back up top as Savannah takes a lefty shot. Now they get it back up top for Valou. Now Savannah, right side, starting pass shot, saved by Preek. Rebound shot, and the backhand shot by Sadaway goes wide. As Savannah, right side, will drop it off near the point. Now they feed it to the left side. Now back across. Now lefty shot, saved by Preek. That last shot was taken by Valou. Grizzlies get it and throw it out to center. Utah chases after it as Savannah moves it ahead. And the Ghost Pirates pass is incomplete as they're looking for Sadaway at the Utah blue line. And Savannah's called for icing on the power play with 8:37 left in the second and 1:20 left in the 2-minute penalty. So the draw is going to be in the Savannah zone. Cam Strong will take the face-off for Utah, but this time it's won by Savannah. As the Ghost Pirates skate down the middle, they're still in their own zone. Savannah at neutral ice will cross center. They get it across. They're looking for Brett Peterson at the Utah blue line. Grizz take it away. Utah will bounce it off the far boards. Grizz have scored 3 shorthanded goals this season. As Savannah chases after, they skate around their net. Ghost Pirates to the right side, cross center ice. Great speed is Alex Swetlikoff, or make that D'Amato. He looks to center. He gets kicked back to the right corner. As Savannah over to the left side, D'Amato skates back to the corner, now behind the net. As D'Amato chips over to the far side, Savannah outside the left circle, feeds it up top. As the Ghost Pirates skate towards their right, fake a shot. Now he gets the left circle, shot. That one goes wide on the one-timer. As Thompson, left point, over to D'Amato, back to Thompson. Thompson skates towards his right. Now he feeds it back to the left circle. They fake a one-timer. Now pass one-timer, saved by Preek. Rebound goes to Utah as they skate towards the right corner. Pitts gets hit and bounces over. It's now right side. Shot. Saved by Preek. He's on the crease. Where's the puck? It's still loose. Grizzlies skate around the net. Fitz will bounce it to the near side. Late in the power play, Thompson throws to the high slot. Now back to Thompson. Thompson gets it back to the left circle. Now one-timer and a score. Swetlikoff fired a one-timer from the left side. Looked like it got redirected. And the Swamp Rabbits, for the second time, have scored on the power play. 7:20 left in the second. It's 6-2 Utah. Swamp Rabbits did a good job. They were very active on the power play, and it looks like the special teams have been pretty good for them this season. Swetlikoff, well, he just went stick side on Preek. It looked like he didn't get all of it, but he got just enough, and it was kind of a crafty one-timer. They got past the right shoulder of Lucas Preek. So Savannah scored 2 power play goals. It was very late in the power play. I'm not sure if Raby was out of the box by then, but it's 6-2 Utah's. Grizz win the face-off as Andrew Nilsson skates towards the near side. Now to center ice for Cameron Wright. Wright skates towards the middle, feed it to the right side. One-timer saved by Boyan. That was taken by Raby. Now left point. Nilsson feeds it back to the circle. Now back up top for Nilsson. One-timer saved by Boyan. Rebound goes to Max Kaufman, and he'll clear it out to center. Savannah tried to dump it in and fanned on it. Cameron Wright gets it back as he'll move it ahead. Grizz to the right side will dish it out to center. Grizzlies skate towards the right circle. Jamison with a shot, and it goes wide, bounces off the glass and out of play. As we get a whistle with 6:45 left in the second, as Utah leads 6-2. So the draw is going to be in the Ghost Pirates zone. Savannah's outshot Utah 21-18, but the Grizzlies, who have been outshot in many games this season, actually have a record when being outshot of 14-14-2. The Grizzlies have only outshot their opponents 15 times this season. Grizz win the draw, high slot, though lefty shot, and goes wide. Grizzlies, Christian Simeone feeds it to the corner. Martell gets pushed in the back. Martell gets pushed by Tuzzolino again. Now Tuzzolino goes down as Martell skates towards the right side. Now he gets blasted along the far boards. Connor McDonald shot. Saved by Boyan. He holds on, and after the whistle, Mason Premu pushed, and it looks like Tuzzolino and Martell had to be separated by the two linesmen. Tuzzolino, as we know from his 3 years with the Grizzlies, is a guy that will mix it up from time to time. Looks like Tuzzolino is going to go to the penalty box. The 37-year-old looks like he's going to serve 2 minutes as he was in a physical battle with Jordan Martell. I'm not sure if Martell's going to the box with them. It could be Utah's first power play of the game. 6:24 is left in the second. Don't forget the Grizzlies will be home for a 3-game series against the Allen Americans. Next home game is going to be a Bud Light College night this upcoming Wednesday, February 22nd, a 7:10 start. Then Grizzlies Fight Cancer Weekend, presented by Mountain Land Supply Company, is going to be next Friday, February 24th, as well as Saturday, February 25th. Get your tickets, UtahGrizzlies.com. So it looks like matching minors by Tuzzolino and Martell will skate 4-on-4. Grizzlies win the draw. They fired around the boards. Boyan makes a save with 6:16 left in the second. It's the Grizzlies 6 and the Ghost Pirates 2. Utah has scored 4 goals in a 4-on-4 situation this year and have allowed 3. The draw is going to be in the Savannah zone. Taryn Pfizer's got a goal tonight. We'll look down Brent Peterson. Peterson will take the draw for Savannah. Face-off won by the Grizzlies, but it goes between the two guys up top, so it rolls into the Grizzlies zone. Taking us Andrew Nilsson. He'll skate around Preek's net as Preek communicates with Nilsson. Andrew skates down the middle as Nilsson fakes it to his right, and he'll dump it in after he crossed center ice. Boyan plays it behind his net. He'll throw it to the near side. As Savannah will throw a right wing pass to center ice, and now Dylan Fitz runs it down to the left circle. Fitz has had a great game, but he loses the puck as the screen froze. I'm not sure how he lost it. Now skating's Brent Peterson. Right side, he enters the zone as he's being shadowed by Nilsson. Siren pass shot, and it goes. Thompson didn't get much on it as it rolls towards Preek, who covers up. Savannah had a pretty good look. Peterson to Thompson out in front of the net, but Thompson didn't get much on the centering pass, and the puck rolled towards Lucas Preek. We're back in 30 seconds as Utah leads 6-2 on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Maverick's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
It's Utah 6 and Savannah 2. I'm Tyson Whiting. As Utah scored the first 5 goals of the game, Cameron Wright's got 2 goals, 2 power play goals for Savannah, as they are 2 for 2 on the power play, and the Grizzlies are yet to go on the man advantage. We're currently skating 4-on-4s. Jordan Martell and Savannah's Nick Tuzzolino each got matching roughing minors, 13:36 into the second period. Savannah's outshot Utah 22-18. Grizzlies are led by Cameron Wright, who has got 4 shots, and that's not unusual considering that Cameron Wright, coming into play tonight, had 24 shots in his last 3 games and 20 in his last 2 contests. Draw won by Utah. It's in the Grizzlies zone. They skate from right to left as Utah gets to the near side. 5.5 minutes left in the second period as the Grizzlies spread the ice as Utah will skate towards the right wing. They cross center ice. Utah chips it across to Cam Strong. It ricochets off the board. Strong gets it. He drops it off as Wright throws it back to the right side. Grizzlies get it back to right. He skates towards the right side, makes a nice move. Centering pass to Strong, but he couldn't pass, didn't connect. Puck rolls back to Savannah, who crosses center ice. Tristan Thompson battles with Strong. As taking a Spencer Noss, he'll throw it to the center ice logo. Savannah gains the line from the slot. They veer off to the left. As the Ghost Pirates towards the corner, get around Bryson Martin. Now they chip it to the right side for Valou. As Valou feeds it back to the right corner. As Savannah tried to drop it off for Noss, but faked. Now Vila with the shot, and it's blocked about 5 feet in front of Parikh. Martin crosses center ice. He's surrounded by 3 Ghost Pirates. He skates from east-west. Now he gains the line and dumps it in. Taken back by Noss on the near side. This will lift it high into the air as it bounces at neutral ice near the Grizzlies bench. Savannah crosses center. They dump it in. Parikh behind the net plays it. This looks like we're skating 5-on-5 again. 4:20 and counting left in the second. Utah leads 6-2. Turnover behind the net. Savannah tries to feed the far circle, and Utah picks it off. Grizz move it ahead. Looks like it's going to be icing on the Grizz with 4:09 left in the second. So neither team scored in the 4-on-4 situation as Nick Tuzzolino and Jordan Martell reach out of the box. It is interesting to see Nick Tuzzolino, who really hadn't looked like he'd played in quite some time. As last time on Hockey DB, they'd list him as playing was in the 2015-2016 season. I think he'd played in the league in Canada, but it had been a while since he'd played hockey. He's given it a go, the former 7th-round pick by the New York Islanders back in 2005. As Savannah has it in their own end, less than 4 minutes left in the second period as they get double-teamed in the corner. Jamison takes the puck away, skates around the net. He's now to the far corner. As Jamison gets double-teamed, Raby over there. Raby trying to get the puck as now it's a 2-on-2 battle. Jamison gets held along the boards. Raby trying to get the puck. Puck goes back to another Ghost Pirate. As Savannah out to center. They cross center. They'll feed a left wing pass. Now the Ghost Pirates look to center it. Grizzlies pick it off, and they'll ricochet it off the boards. Savannah at neutral ice as D'Amato and Corcoran over there. Corcoran dumps it in as the puck squirts to center ice. Martell fresh out of the box. Near side, crosses center ice and dumps it in. As Savannah feeds it back to the near side. Pass doesn't connect. Penner looks to center. It kicked off a Ghost Pirate. Now right wing shot saved by Boyan as Savannah gets it off of Tuzzolino. Nielsen moves it ahead. Grizzlies to the left side. Pfizer skates towards the circle. It takes a shot and it's blocked. Pfizer gets it back in the corner as he'll skate towards the high slot. Now feed a right wing pass near the circle. Grizzlies over on the right side. Nielsen gets it poked away as it rolls towards the end boards of the Ghost Pirate zone. Savannah gets it. Savannah in the black jerseys. Throw it in the Grizzlies zone as it goes deep as Parikh behind the net plays it. 2:38 left in the second and counting. Grizz get it out to center ice as Jamison surveys now across center ice and dump it in. I make that Dylan Fitz number 13 as Fitz will come off the ice. Looks like a good crowd over in Savannah as the Ghost Pirates to the near side. Tristan Thompson moves it ahead. As Savannah will dump it in, does Brent Peterson. He collides with Penner. As Grizzlies ice the puck, and the arm is raised by the linesman. 2:18 left in the second. It's Utah 6 and Savannah 2. So the draw back towards Lucas Parikh. The only 2 goals he's allowed are power play tallies. So Lucas is 21 of 23 here so far. Grizzlies hockey all season long, brought to you by Coca-Cola, where real magic is only a sip away. Grizz win the draw, as are actually Savannah battles in the corner. They eventually win the face-off. Grizzlies take it away as it's deep in Utah's zone. Grizz skating from right to left here in the second period along the far side. Savannah left point, shot goes wide. Ghost Pirates back to the right side. Peterson in the area, so is Valou. As Savannah skates back towards the far side, they get it up top. As Ghost Pirates. Vilo, Elijah's his first name, rolls it back to the right side as Savannah drops it off. Big time hit delivered by Penner on Pat Guay. As it goes back towards the right side, play starting to get physical. Savannah feeds it to the left side. Ghost Pirates fake a shot. Now they'll skate towards the left corner and they'll feed it to the circle. One-timer gets blocked, and that was taken by D'Amato. Grizzlies cross center ice as Simeone feeds it ahead. Grizzlies skate in, Pfizer with a shot, and it goes wide. Arm is raised, and that's going to be Savannah's first penalty of the game. As Pfizer was skating in from the right side after he got a pass from Simeone, took a shot and got slashed by number 41, Elijah Velo. And so Utah goes on the power play for the first time tonight with 1:25 left in the second period. It's the Grizzlies 6 and the Swamp Rabbits 2. Let's see. It looked like Velo was in the area, but it looks like Nolan Valou goes to the box for 2 minutes. Slashing's the call. Utah Grizzlies hockey brought to you by Operation Lifesaver Utah, C-Trax Think Train, and by Maverick, Adventure's first stop. Jamison will take the draw against Spencer Noss. Noss wearing number 8, and the draw won by the Grizzlies. As they skate around Savannah's net, get double-teamed. Tuzzolino in the area. As Cameron Wright battles, he's along the far wall. Puck squirts around the wall, back to the near corner. Utah battles. Jamison in the area. Play getting real physical now. As the puck ends up squirting towards the slot, Savannah gets it. Ghost Pirates cross center, right wing. They'll center it as skating down the middle, taking a shot, saved by Preek. I couldn't tell who that was that took that shot. As over to the right side, Grizzlies battle. As looked like the shot was taken by Kaufman. He gets cut off by Jamison. As Strong in the area. Cameron Wright as well. As Kaufman doing everything he can, 1-on-3 to keep the puck as long as he can. Grizzlies come away with it as Utah skates from right to left. As Nielsen will cross center ice. He'll drop it off as Grizz feed it to center ice. Savannah picks it off. They've got a breakaway. Ghost Pirates skate down the middle. Peterson with a shot, and he scores. Brent Peterson picked off a pass at center ice and skated down Broadway. 2 power play goals for Savannah, and now a shorty as Peterson gets his 17th of the season. And with 28 seconds left in the second, it's the Grizzlies 6 and the Ghost Pirates 3. Peterson made a nice move. He faked to his right, went left, and then just got Preek off balance and scored. And for Brett Peterson, really, it's been special teams for Savannah. That's how they've scored all 3 of their goals. Utah has scored 6 goals in a 5-on-5 situation. So it's still a power play for the Grizzlies for the next minute. Savannah has scored 3 goals here tonight, here of all of them in the second period. 2 power play goals and a shorty as Utah led 4-0 after 1. Sure to the left side, centers it, and Savannah pokes it back away as Brandon Estes around his net. Van Don clearing it out. Right side, Grizzlies get it back to the left side. Grizzlies on 2 knees. They feed it back to the right side, and the puck goes wide. Utah throws it back to the right point. Lefty shot saved by Boyan, and it looks like we get a whistle, and that other second period came to an end. My screen glitched for about 20 seconds. It was tough to really figure out what's going on, but it's a 6-3 game as we played 40 minutes as the horn sounds. Grizzlies led 4-0 after 1 period. Savannah scored 2 power play goals and a shorthanded tally. Grizzlies got second period goals from Taryn Pfizer, and Cameron Wright got a second of the contest later on in the second period. We'll recap all the scoring from the first 2 periods of play and preview the third as we're through 40 minutes over at Enmarket Arena, the first ever meeting between the Grizzlies and the Ghost Pirates. And Utah leads 6-3 on the Grizzlies Hockey Network, presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott.
When you pay with the Nitro card at Maverick, you always save 10 cents or more on fuel every gallon, every day. And you could save a whole lot more thanks to Nitro Best Price. Pick up a Nitro card and upgrade your Adventure Club account today.
I live for my next goal. Whether it's another pick six or another step forward in life, I wouldn't be who I am without the drive to reach it. And I wouldn't be where I am without my team. Everyone on and off the field who supports me and believes in my dreams as much as I do. Whatever your goals are, surround yourself with people who are going to help you reach toward them. Like my friends at America First, and see where life takes you.
Maverick's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
If you're out driving and something happens to your car, truck, or even wheelchair, and you end up stuck at a rail crossing, it's going to be okay. Don't panic. Here's what you do. Get out if you can and look for this blue sign on the metal pole. Call the number on the blue sign, and when they answer, tell them the crossing number. The number is right here. This tells them the exact location of the crossing. This is the fastest way to get trains stopped before coming through the crossing. Look for the blue. It helps you.
It's the Grizzlies 6 and the Ghost Pirates 3. Keep wanting to call them the Swamp Rabbits, but they're the Ghost Pirates, and the Grizzlies trying to be the Ghostbusters here tonight. As Utah scored 4 goals in the first and 2 in the second. Greenville scored 3 goals, 2 of them on the power play and 1 shorthanded. Dylan Fitz got the Optum Healthcare first goal of the game. Optum Healthcare is creating a healthier world, one insight, one connection, and one person at a time. It looks like Guy Karenzu's off on assignment tonight. Actually picked Dylan Fitz for the Optum first goal of the game. So congratulations to Guy. And we certainly miss him not having him be here as I'm flying solo. And I'm here at Maverick Center in the lobby. And the Grizzlies are over 2 time zones away over at Enmarket Arena. First ever meeting between the clubs. Utah extended the lead to 2-0 as Andrew Nilsson scored 2:18 in. And oh, by the way, did I mention that Dylan Fitz scored 14 seconds into the contest? For my money and my memory, I think that's the fastest into a contest that the Grizzlies have scored this season. Nilsson made it 2-0 as he scored his 9th of the year. Penner and Fitz with the assists. Tyler Penner scored to make it 3-0 as he scored 4:56 into the first. McCallchuck and Martell with the assists. And then Utah made it a 4-0 game as Cameron Wright, unassisted, scored 10:59 in. And it really was a great play by Wright. And obviously we think about him as a scorer, but really it was the defensive work for Wright. As Savannah had the puck in the point, they tried to throw it from one point to the other. And Cameron Wright really did a great job anticipating the play, cut in front of the pass. And once he got it, it was just a breakaway from about his blue line down, 3/4 the length of the ice. And didn't try to didn't try to go too fancy. He just kind of found an opening and fired it over the left shoulder of Papamy. And at that point, the Savannah Ghost Pirates switched goaltenders as Jordan Papamy was removed, and he was replaced by Michael Boyan. Boyan, who previously played with the Macon team in the SPHL. Not the Macon Bacon, that's a baseball club, but the Macon Mayhem of the SPHL. And Boyan has stopped 9 of 11. Papamy stopped 4 of 8. So the Grizzlies led 4-0 after one period, even though Savannah outshot Utah 12-11 in the first period. Savannah had a 13-8 edge in shots in the second frame. Grizzlies scored 51 seconds into the second period as Dylan Fitz was at neutral ice and fed it ahead to Taryn Pfizer. Pfizer got around Nolan Valou, and as he was falling down, took a shot and just kind of glided over the, it was just about ankle high. I don't think the puck ever, got off the ground. But as Pfizer was falling down, just kind of snuck it past the goal line to make it a 5-0 game. The Savannah got on a power play as Tyler Penner got a hooky minor, 2:59 into the second and 54 seconds into the power play. Savannah got on the board as Dylan Sadaway got his 7th of the season. Logan Drevich got his 17th assist, and Nolan Valou with his 11th assist of the season. And so Savannah got on the board with a power play tally, 3:53 into the second period. Utah extended the lead as they had a 2-on-2. Dakota Raby was skating down the left side, fed it from the left circle to the right side for Wright. Wright was all alone and fired away and got a 2nd of the game and 17th of the season, 5:39 into the second. So that was Utah's 6th goal of the game. All 6 of Utah's goals tonight have been scored 5-on-5, and that's certainly big considering the Grizzlies, while they've done some damage on the power play this season, the Grizzlies have struggled to score 5-on-5. If you think about it, coming into play tonight, the Grizzlies had been outscored 106-64 in 5-on-5 play. Well, all 6 of the Grizzlies' goals have been scored 5-on-5, and all 3 of Savannah's goals have been scored in other situations. Savannah scored their 2nd power play of the game, 12:40 in, as Alex Svetlikov got his 13th of the season. Connor Corcoran with his 15th assist, and Tristan Thompson with his 25th assist of the season. I think the 25 assists lead the Ghost Pirates this season. The Ghost Pirates, Swamp Rabbits, I think those teams meet later on this weekend. I'd be all sorts of confused with those two teams. Keep mistaking keep wanting to call the Ghost Pirates the Swamp Rabbits. Two outstanding names. But when Svetlikov scored 12:40 in, the Ghost Pirates got their second goal. And then the Grizzlies got a power play. It was their first power play of the game as Nolan Valou got a slashing minor, 18:35 in. And on the power play, about halfway through, it looked like Brent Peterson, puck ended up at center ice. Grizzlies threw a pass. Peterson picked it off. He just skated down the middle and had a breakaway. Unlike Cameron Wright, it looked like Peterson put a little bit of sizzle on it, faking it to his right, then going to his left. He got Preek off balance, and then just kind of fired the puck into the middle of the net, which is about where Preek was. And so it was a good move by Brent Peterson, who got a 17th of the season. It was unassisted. And think about those unassisted goals. I mean, those are usually turnovers. And obviously, two of Utah's first period goals were unassisted as they came off of Savannah turnovers. Grizzlies turned it over late in the second period, and Peterson connected with the shorthanded goal. So Savannah's 2 for 2 on the power play. Utah's 0 for 1. But remember, the Grizzlies will be on the man advantage for the first 25 seconds of the third period. Lucas Preek stopped 22 of 25 for Savannah. Papamy stopped 4 of 8 as he played the first 11 minutes. And then Michael Bouillon has stopped 9 of 11 as he has played the last 29 minutes for the Ghost Pirates. So even though Savannah leads Utah in shots 25-19, the Grizzlies have a 3-goal lead. 6-3 is the margin. The Grizzlies this season have a record of, I think, 15-1 when leading after 2 periods. It is 15-1 as the Grizzlies had a lead after 2 periods against Greenville. And obviously, like the game against Greenville, the Grizzlies got off to a fast start. And really think about the 3 games that Cameron Wright has played. On Saturday, he had 1 goal and 1 assist against Rapid City. That's a game where the Grizzlies got a standing point and lost in overtime, 4-3. On Wednesday night, Cameron Wright had 2 goals, and tonight, another 2 goals for Cameron Wright, who's been one of the best rookies in the league this season. And with the 2 points, Cameron Wright now leads the club with 37 points this season. Andrew Nilsson picked up an assist tonight. A goal tonight. That came in the first period. Nilsson with 1 point, and he's got 36 points on the season. As Wright and Nilsson came into action tonight, with both guys scoring 35 points on the season. So the Grizzlies will be on the power play the first 35 seconds of the third period, and Utah leads 6-3. And we'll see if the Grizzlies can get a little bit of insurance, and we'll see if they can find a way to stay out of the penalty box. It looks like Savannah's got a pretty good power play unit going here in the first 2 periods of play. When we come back to the intermission report, we'll go over some scores from around the league. This is Utah Grizzlies hockey, presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott.
I live for my next goal. Whether it's another pick six or another step forward in life, I wouldn't be who I am without the drive to reach it. And I wouldn't be where I am without my team. Everyone on and off the field who supports me and believes in my dreams as much as I do. Whatever your goals are, surround yourself with people who are going to help you reach toward them. Like my friends at America First, and see where life takes you.
If you're out driving and something happens to your car, truck, or even wheelchair, and you end up stuck at a rail crossing, it's going to be okay. Don't panic. Here's what you do. Get out if you can, and look for this blue sign on the metal pole. Call the number on the blue sign, and when they answer, tell them the crossing number. The number is right here. This tells them the exact location of the crossing. This is the fastest way to get trains stopped before coming through the crossing. Look for the blue. It helps you.
Through 2 periods over at Enmarket Arena, and Utah leads Savannah 6-3. Other action in the league tonight. Let's see, there hasn't been a game that's gone final yet, but there's 1:43 left in the third period, and Adirondack leads Atlanta 4-2. Halfway through the third period, Indy and Kalamazoo are tied at 2. Indy's got a record of 31-15-2 this season. Kalamazoo is 18-25-3. 5 minutes to go in the third period. Orlando leads South Carolina 4-2. Remember, Orlando's going to be the Grizzlies' opponent on Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock and Monday evening at 5 p.m. Garrett Sparks has got the start for Orlando, and he has stopped 28 of 30. Looks like Boca, big number 44, has 1 goal and 1 assist for the Solar Bears. And it looks like Bird also has 1 goal and 1 assist for Orlando. As the Solar Bears lead the South Carolina Stingrays 4-2, South Carolina has outshot Orlando 30-24. Halfway through the third period, Jacksonville leads Greenville 3-1. Remember, the Grizzlies defeated Greenville 4-3 on Wednesday. Jacksonville did sweep the Grizzlies in a 3-game set in the second weekend of December. So Jacksonville leads Greenville 3-1, that game halfway through the third period. Also halfway through the third, Worcester leads Norfolk 4-1. 7 minutes to go in the third, Maine leads Trois-Rivières 3-0. Late second period, Cincinnati leads Fort Wayne 3-1. 7 minutes to go in the second period. The Grizzlies are rooting for the Florida Everblades, but right now Allen leads Florida 2-1 as Hank Crone with the first period goal, and looks like Mikel Robideau scored 10:59 into the second period. So the Americans with a 2-1 lead over Florida. Florida's outshot Allen 24-18 as Robideau, who's public enemy number 1 in just about every building that he's in, because he's one of those ultra physical players. And remember, he got in a fight with Aaron Tho on February 4th in the second period. Obviously, you're going to want to come on down to Maverick Center next week and see the Grizzlies and Americans in a 3-game set, because you think about how Saturday ended and really think about how physical that entire series was at Maverick Center. Allen did sweep Utah in all 3 games in February, and the Grizzlies are going to be looking for a little bit of revenge against Allen. Remember how physical that series was earlier in February, a couple weeks ago? Well, I imagine it's going to be just as physical when the Grizzlies take on the Americans next week, next Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Don't forget that the last 2 games of the Allen series are going to be Grizzlies Fight Cancer Weekend, presented by Mountain Land Supply Company. And in the next segment, I'll show you what the Grizzlies Fight Cancer jersey will look like. It's a specialty jersey. I wore it on Wednesday night when the Grizzlies took on the Swamp Rabbits. If you're viewing on YouTube, I'll show you what the jersey looks like here in a few minutes. Right now, Allen leads Florida 2-1. That game was 7 minutes left in the second period. The Allen Americans will be the Grizzlies' opponent for a 3-game series at Maverick Center next Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. 10 minutes left in the second. Iowa leads Wheeling 2-0. And with 6 minutes left in the second period, Idaho leads Kansas City 1-0. The only goal scored in that game was by A.J. White, who's the Idaho captain who played with the Grizzlies and scored 40 points for Utah in the 2020-21 season. One other score, halfway through the first period, Toledo leads Rapid City 2-0, and the Grizzlies are Toledo Walleye fans this weekend. As really a look at the Mountain Division standings, Idaho's in first place with 75 points and a .798 winning percentage. Wichita is in second. They've got 56 points and a .571 point percentage. Kansas City right now is in third with 49 points and a .544 point percentage. Kansas City is Idaho's opponent tonight. And so, Grizzlies are rooting for Idaho because the Steelheads are so far out in front, it doesn't really matter. And, you think about Kansas City, they're in third by 4 points. There's a tie for fourth between Allen and Rapid City. Both teams have played the same number of games, as both clubs have 45 standings points and a .479 point percentage. So the Grizzlies are rooting for Florida to defeat Allen, even though Allen leads 2-1 in the second period. And the Grizzlies are also rooting for Toledo to defeat Rapid City. And halfway through the first period, Toledo leads Rapid City 2-0. Grizzlies right now are in sixth place with 42 standings points, 3 behind Allen and Rapid City, as the Grizz have a .457 point percentage. And Tulsa, who's 4-5-1 in their last 10 games, but they're bringing up the rear with 40 standings points and a .435 point percentage. Tulsa is not playing tonight. And let's see if the Oilers play tomorrow. It looks like Tulsa is at Wichita tomorrow night. So the Grizzlies probably will be rooting for Wichita to defeat Tulsa, even though Wichita is in second, but there's not a whole lot that the Thunder can do. I mean, they're up by 7 points over Kansas City. for second place in the Mountain Division. When we come back in 2 minutes, we'll have third period action as Utah leads 6-3. Remember, the Grizzlies are going to be on the power play for the first 35 seconds of the second period, or of the third period, and we'll have the final 20 minutes here in 2.5 minutes as Utah leads 6-3 on the Grizzlies Hockey Network, presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott.
When you pay with the Nitro card at Maverick, you always save 10 cents or more on fuel every gallon, every day. And you could save a whole lot more thanks to Nitro Best Price. Pick up a Nitro card and upgrade your Adventure Club account today.
I live for my next goal. Whether it's another pick six or another step forward in life, I wouldn't be who I am without the drive to reach it. And I wouldn't be where I am without my team. Everyone on and off the field who supports me and believes in my dreams as much as I do. Whatever your goals are, surround yourself with people who are going to help you reach toward them. Like my friends at America First, and see where life takes you.
Maverick's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
If you're out driving and something happens to your car, truck, or even wheelchair, and you end up stuck at a rail crossing, it's going to be okay. Don't panic. Here's what you do. Get out if you can, and look for this blue sign on the metal pole. Call the number on the blue sign, and when they answer, tell them the crossing number. The number is right here. This tells them the exact location of the crossing. This is the fastest way to get trains stopped before coming through the crossing. Look for the blue. It helps you.
Over to Nilsson, back to Jamison, who skates to the right corner as we begun play here in the third period. Nilsson, right wing, he'll take a shot, and it goes over the head of Boyan as it rolls back to the left side as Utah leads 6-3. Puck goes back to Nilsson, and the power play's over. So feed it to Pfizer on the right side. He'll take a shot, and it's blocked. Puck rolls back to center ice. Nilsson gathers it as looked like Savannah was cutting out of the penalty box to try to get the puck at center ice. Good play by Nilsson. As Cameron Wright, who's got 2 goals tonight, will skate around Preek's net. Utah skates from left to right here in the third period as he'll move it ahead to Jamison. Keaton at the Utah blue line will throw a blue line to blue line pass. It doesn't connect, but no icing as Tristan Thompson plays. He skates around the Savannah net as the Ghost Pirates skate from right to left as they'll bounce it off the Ghost Pirate. Grizzlies get it to Simeone. He skates down the middle, take a shot. Saved by Boyan. And he holds on with 18:51 left in the third as we get our first whistle in the third period. As Grizzlies got it out to Simeone, who was all alone. Simeone kind of faked to his right, went to his left, and then Boyan made the save and didn't allow Simeone a second chance. So draw is going to be in the Savannah zone. Grizzlies have scored 6 goals in a 5-on-5 situation. All 3 of Savannah's goals have been scored otherwise. 2 power play goals and a shorthanded tally. As Tyler Penner will take the draw against Mason Premu, the son of Wayne Premu, played 15 years in the NHL. Savannah wins the draw as crossing center ice is Daniel D'Amato. He dumps it in from the left wing. Puck towards the far side. Grizzlies get it with Penner, who's got a pretty good game. He'll throw it to the center ice logo. As Savannah gathers it, they'll dump it back in. As it rolls back to the far side, Simeone in the area is a big hit delivered at the Utah blue line. And Savannah, left wing, Valou fires a shot. Preek might have gotten a stick on it as Utah out to center ice. Fitz skates over there. Grizz take it. Utah, Simeone drops it off for Strong. Strong trying to get it back towards Penner. It cuts towards Boyan, who couldn't cover it up as Savannah skates around their net. Penner delivers a hit, and D'Amato pushes Penner. And Penner now looks at D'Amato as the puck goes to the far side. Rink-wide pass to Premu. It bounced off his stick. Premu's got an NHL entry-level deal with Vegas as the Grizzlies have it. As Pouncey behind his net will throw it to the far side for Martin. Martin surveys. Now chip it across to Pouncey, who cuts to the right wing. Pouncey will lift it out to center ice. It bounced off the stick of Martel. Over in the right corner, McCallchuk with a one-on-one battle with Thompson. as Mikulchek gets it, throws it back to the corner for Martell, and the Rooster gets held up. A fan pounds the glass nearby. He wants some action as Martell wings it around the boards. Back to Martin on the left side. Martin gets hit. He'll feed it back towards Cam Strong, who battles with Savannah along the wall as Thompson spins around Utah and goes back to Savannah. As the Ghost Pirates throw it out to center ice. It glanced off the stick and rolls into the Grizzlies zone. As Pouncey pitches ahead, it's picked off. Savannah tries to carry it back in, but Nick Tuzzolino had the puck in his offside with 17:15 left in the third. So draw comes back to neutral ice, and obviously the Grizzlies are watching time. And if you're watching on YouTube, here's what the jersey looks like that the Grizzlies will be wearing for Grizzlies Fight Cancer Weekend. And there's a lot of names, including my mom's name. She passed away a couple months ago, and it's over more to the right side. As it's a beautiful-looking jersey. The Grizzlies are going to be wearing that next Friday and Saturday. As the puck deep in the Grizzlies zone, as Savannah throws it up top, but it goes between the two defensemen. Tristan Thompson chases after it, skating out towards the blue lines. Bouillon, who fires an outlet pass. Now Savannah skates in. They get around a skater, and Pat Guay with a shot, and it goes wide as Guay got around Nilsson, but missed on the shot. Grizzlies skate from left to right as Nilsson moves it to the left. As the Grizzlies cross center, they get around a skater as they drop it off for Jamison. Jamison has the puck lift on him, trying to bat it, and he gets knocked down by Guay. The puck goes to the left point. McDonald feeds it across. Now Raby over to Nilsson, who's at the goal line in the near side. He tried to chip it over to right, and Savannah picked it off. Now right point, McDonald shot, and it goes high off the glass. As Thompson spins it towards the far side, and it exits the zone. Grizzlies will get it to McDonald, who skates back in Utah's end. Now outlet it to right. Right skates in. Now back out to neutral ice. The Grizzlies will reset. Aaron Tho skates towards his left. He'll drop it off for McDonald, who's still in the Grizzlies zone. Back to Tho. It glanced off his stick and goes to neutral ice. Savannah gathers it. They'll feed it to the near side as Savannah's Valou will throw it to the right side. Big time hit in the right side. And that's Savannah going down. As Grizzlies to the right side. Terran Pfizer gains the line to the right. Gets around a skater. As Pfizer spins it along the wall. Grizzlies to the left side. Shot saved by Bouillon. As it goes back to Primo. As he'll feed it out to center ice. Play starting to get physical as Savannah crosses center ice and dumps it in. Fans chant towards the referee as we've got about 4.5 minutes into this third period. 15:30 and counting. Utah leads 6-3. Now to center ice. Another hit delivered by Grizzly. As it goes out to center ice, they bounce it off of Stallard as Utah to the left side, but Savannah with the puck as the Ghost Pirates back at neutral ice. They cross center, far side, and swing it around the boards. Stallard cuts it off in the near corner as Savannah enters in the offensive zone as they get it back to the left point. Now back to Stallard. They'll take a righty shot, and it's blocked. Grizzlies gather it as Pfizer skates towards his left. He'll feed a left wing pass. Doesn't connect. No, it doesn't. Arm is raised by the linesman, and a cheap shot after the whistle by Stallard as he cheap-shotted Terran Pfizer. And now skating over is Bryson Martin. He's going to go after Cole Stallard as the play was over, and Stallard just took a shot at Pfizer. And now Stallard has some words at Pfizer. Stallard grabs Pfizer by the jersey. Bryson Martin skates over there, and he's going to go after Stallard. You bet. As Martin has lost his helmet, and he'll go after as now we got to fight as Dylan Fitz fights in the corner with the Savannah player, and that's number 27, Dylan Sadaway. As Sadaway gets in a couple rights on Pfizer, 2, 3, 4 rights delivered by Sadaway, and now he knocks down Fitz to one knee, and the referee steps in. So Dylan Sadaway fights Dylan Fitz, and looked like Cole Stallard wanted to fight Terran Pfizer, and Bryson Martin jumped into that one. So Sadaway goes to the penalty box. So is Fitz, as both guys yell at each other. I think they're both going to get 5 for fighting with 14:55 left in the third. Sadaway played for Tulsa, but it looked like he was kind of the odd man out of the forward rotation of the Oilers, and now he's playing for Savannah. As 14:55 left in the third, as Dylan Fitz, I think, he's completed the Gordie Howe hat trick. If he gets a fighting major for that, that would be completing the hat trick, as Dylan Fitz scored 14 seconds into the game, and then later on he picked up a couple of assists. So if it is officially a fight for Dylan Fitz, as he dropped the gloves with Dylan Sadaway, it would complete the Gordie Howe hat trick. It would be the second Gordie Howe hat trick by a Grizzly this season, as Keaton Jamison, in a game on December 17th, picked up a Gordie Howe hat trick with 1 goal, 1 assist in a fight against the Kansas City Mavericks. So they're settling things. The one referee and two linesmen tonight. 14:55 left in the third period. As play starting to get physical over at Enmarket Arena. First and only meeting between these clubs this season. Really, it wasn't the Sadaway Fitz fight that kind of raised some eyebrows, but it was Cole Stallard going after Taryn Pfizer. Pfizer not a fighter. I don't think he's been in a fight in a Grizzlies uniform yet this season. And then Bryson Martin stepped in and said, "No, Cole Stallard, you're not fighting him. You're fighting me." And so Bryson Martin, couldn't really get anything in because the linesman stepped in between Martin and Stallard. As the referee, John Lindner, is talking with Connor McDonald and Savannah's Spencer Noss. So I wonder if they're just going to give. I mean, we literally saw Connor McDonald get in a fight, and they called it a roughing minor. So that's why I'm hesitant to say that Dylan Fitz completed the Gordie Howe hat trick with a fight, because I've seen fights get called roughing minors in the stat sheet. As looks like 2 minutes are on the board for Sadaway. It's possibly got an extra 2 minutes for an instigator. It looked like there were some big hits delivered at the blue line of Utah's zone. And it looked like there was probably 3 or 4 really big-time hits that were delivered, and I think that kind of led up to the fight between Fitz and Sadaway. It looks like representing Sadaway and the Rogers and Russell Legal Solutions holding cell is going to be Artur Turkayev. Turkayev, the native of Ukraine, as he'll be in the box representing Sadaway. So we'll check the box score to see if they officially list Dylan Fitz with a fight, which would complete the Gordie Howe hat trick, as he's already got 1 goal and 2 assists tonight. Fitz is a +3. James Shearer is a +4. So is Tyler Penner. They actually corrected themselves on the goal. Thank goodness, because I knew that Cam Strong was the one out in front of the net and not Penner to give Utah a 3-0 lead. See, I'm not that much of an idiot, as Strong gets the goal and not Penner. The goal that was scored 4:56 into the first period, that was Utah's 3rd goal, was actually Cam Strong and not Tyler Penner. I told you I didn't think Penner was on the ice, and that's because he wasn't. So Cam Strong gets his 8th of the year. Tyler Penner just has 1 assist tonight. So it looks like it's going to be a power play for the Grizzlies, a 2-minute power play, as Grizz win the draw at neutral ice. As Nilsson back in his own zone. Watch out for him. He's got 23 power play points this season. Over to Pfizer, now to the left side to Wright. Wright's got 2 goals tonight. He skeets towards the corner, stops in the corner, gets over towards Cam Strong, who's got a goal tonight. He's got a goal in back-to-back games. Wright over to Pfizer in the slot. Righty shot, saved by Boyan. Puck goes back to Pfizer. He's in the left side, and so get it to the corner. The Grizz back in the corner surveys. Now they get it back to Pfizer. Pfizer over to the left side. Grizzlies chip it to the goal line for Wright. Wright left side shot, saved by Boyan. Or make that Jamison. Jamison took the shot. Now I'll get it back to Pfizer on the left side. Across to Nilsson. Back to Wright. Now to Pfizer. Back to the left side for Wright. One-timer saved by Boyan. Puck goes back to Wright on the rebound. He'll throw it up top for Pfizer. Pfizer skates to his right. Gets it back to Wright. Wright switches places with Pfizer. Now Wright to the right side. Still has the puck. He'll feed it to Jamison at the near goal line. Back to Wright. And now Nilsson gets it over to Pfizer. One-timer, kick save by Boyan. 50 seconds left in the power plays. Pfizer gets over to Nilsson. Nilsson skates in over to Wright. It bounced off his stick. Wright gathers it, throws it to Pfizer, but the puck exits the zone. Grizzlies get it at their blue line. Savannah makes a line change. Jamison steps in right side. He feeds it across. As the Grizz skate towards the corners, it looked like they made a little bit of a line change. Big hit near the Savannah net as Pfizer went down. Jamison gets it, and it looks like as Jamison touched the puck, we get a whistle. 13:21 left in the third, and I wonder if Utah's committed a penalty as play stopped when Utah had the puck. Well, Pfizer was in the area. Looks like Utah's made a line change of some sort. Noss is going to go to the penalty box, or he's skating towards the box. Looked like tripping was the signal by the referee. Just love these video feeds where you can't see the official signal or where the puck is. Neutral zone draw, and looks like no penalty either way. I'm not sure why they stopped play. As Savannah dumps it in all the way out, they clear it out towards the Grizzlies zone. As Utah's made a line change, 10 seconds left in the power play. Utah gets it out to center. Martell in the area. Now Savannah will throw it back into the Grizzlies zone. As Sadaway comes out of the penalty box, or it's actually going to be Turkayev, who's out of the box representing Sadaway. So we're back to 5-on-5 skating, 12:48 and counting left in the third. Utah leads 6-3. Neither team has scored so far in the third. That's just fine by the Grizzlies, who are up by 3. Martell gains the line to the left side. He loses it. Savannah carries it out to center ice. 3-on-3. They'll chip it to the right side. Savannah over the blue line. They feed it across to Thompson, who skates towards the left circle. Take a shot. Glove saved by Parikh. And Lucas holds on. Tristan Thompson looking at Parikh. They were teammates in Rapid City last year, and Parikh skated out of the crease and gave Thompson a pat on the back, as Thompson played for Rapid City last year, and obviously so did Lucas Parikh. As Thompson has been a minus player over the last 5 seasons. He's a minus 31 coming into play tonight, but he has racked up quite a few points for Savannah this season. 6 goals, and he has 1 assist tonight, which gives him 25 on the year. Looks like there's a timeout on the ice. We're back in 30 seconds as Utah leads 6-3 on the Grizzlies Hockey Network. So it looks like Dylan Fitz did get credited with the fight, which means he completes the Gordie Howe hat trick. He's got 1 goal, 2 assists, and 1 fight. As Fitz fought Dylan Sadaway, who got a 5-minute fighting major. He also got a 2-minute instigating. Bryson Martin got 2 minutes for roughing, and Cole Stollard got 2 minutes for roughing as Savannah was successful on their penalty kills. We're back to live action, 12:20 and counting left in the third. Utah leads 6-3. As Savannah back to the far side, deep in their own zone. Skate from right to left as we see it on Flow Sports. Your mind's eye see it on YouTube. As it goes back to the near side, foot race. And it's about a dead heap as Pat Guay gets it. He'll throw it to the corner. As the Ghost Pirates throw it up top for Thompson. Lefty shot, saved by Parikh. Rebound goes to the left side. As Savannah, left wing shot. Blocker saved by Parikh as it goes back to the right side. Now back to the corner. D'Amato stops in the corner. He's being challenged by Wright. Wright takes it away. He'll lift it out to Jamison, who gloves it, drops it, and hands it off to Raby. Raby crosses center ice, gains the offensive line, back to Jamison, over to Raby on the right side. Raby around the net. He stops on the left side, gets pushed. Wright skates over there. Raby still with the puck. Now Wright takes over. Wright skates towards the goal line. He gets it chipped away by the goaltender, Boyan, who extended his stick out of the way. And now it goes back to the left side, and it goes over the stick of Jamison out to neutralize. Jamison gets it back. He'll throw it to Pouncey, who skates into the zone right side. Pouncey, righty shot, saved by Boyan. Rebound goes out to Thompson, who battles with Pouncey. It goes to the right side. Grizzlies have it with Cam Strong, who scored a goal to make Utah lead 3-0. As Pouncey skates towards the left side, make that Strong. Now back to Pouncey, right wing shot, saved by Boyan. Rebound goes to the right corner. Strong gets held up. Simeone throws it back to Pouncey. Now across to the left, Grizzlies skate, throw it back to Pouncey. Pouncey will throw it to the right side for Raby, just outside the circle. Make that Simeone. Skates towards his left to take a shot. Saved by Boyan. Boyan falls down, and looked like no call on the play. Simeone with a hit to the right wing, as the fans want a penalty. Now some of the Savannah fans yelling at the referee, as they wanted to call as they saw Boyan fall to the ice. Savannah at center ice, but it's Utah that has it neutral ice, and they'll dump it in. Where's the puck? It's at neutral ice near the bench. The camera operator got faked out. Now we got a stoppage of play with 10:19 left in the third. Utah's outshot Savannah here in the third period, as now Utah's got a 29-28 edge, as the Grizz here in the third period have outshot Savannah 10-3. Really what's kept this a game is Savannah and their dominance on the special teams in the second period. 2 for 2 on the power play, and they had a short-handed goal. Utah's 0 for 2 on the power play. So 10:19 left in the third. Draw's going to be at center ice. Spencer Noss will take it against Tyler Penner. The face-off goes between the Savannah defensemen, rolls towards Boyan, as Savannah keeps the puck in play as Nolan Valou will throw it out to the right side. Savannah skates to the circle as they get pushed along the boards. Grizzlies have Pouncey in the area. Savannah throws it up top to Valou Now to the right side. Savannah chips around the net. Nos battles in front with Penner. This goes back to the left corner. Valou will throw it back to the right side. Grizzlies get it. Couldn't clear it out. And now Savannah battles to the far side. Pfizer in the area. Penner skates over there. So is Kolatarsi. As Kolatarsi will feed it out to center. But Savannah that comes away with the puck. Ghost Pirates dump it in. And Preek to the side of his net gives it to Penner. He'll spin it to the near side. Valou picks it off. He'll skate towards the left corner. He'll chip it across as Savannah along the far boards. Utah takes it away. Grizz cross center. 2-on-3. And they'll throw it towards Valou. Will fire it off the near glass. It stays in play. Pat Guay with great speed. He'll gain the line. Throw it to the right side. They try to chip it across to Svetlikov. And the pass goes wide. Grizzlies gather it. Rink-wide pass out to the left. Utah steps over the line as skating around is Jamison, but he loses the puck as he tried to get around a Ghost Pirate. As Savannah towards center ice will get it to the right. Savannah steps over the line as they made a line change. As Velo has it drop off to the right side. Righty shot saved by Parikh. He holds on with 8:51 left in the third. That last shot was taken by Svetlikov. As Utah's up 6-3. Nobody scored here so far in the third on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
If you're out driving and something happens to your car, truck, or even wheelchair, and you end up stuck at a rail crossing, it's going to be okay. Don't panic. Here's what you do. Get out if you can and look for this blue sign on the metal pole. Call the number on the blue sign, and when they answer, tell them the crossing number. The number is right here. This tells them the exact location of the crossing. This is the fastest way to get trains stopped before coming through the crossing. Look for the blue. It helps you.
I live for my next goal. Whether it's another pick six or another step forward in life, I wouldn't be who I am without the drive to reach it. And I wouldn't be where I am without my team. Everyone on and off the field who supports me and believes in my dreams as much as I do. Whatever your goals are, surround yourself with people who are going to help you reach toward them. Like my friends at America First, and see where life takes you.
So Grizzlies 6 and the Ghost Pirates 3. I'm Tyson Whiting. Grizzlies have outshot the Ghost Pirates 10-3 here in the third period as both teams have 29 shots through the game. As Cam Strong will take the draw against Alex Svetlikov. Action in the Grizzlies zone as Savannah wins the faceoff over to the right point. Grizzlies take it away, 2-on-1. Grizz skate towards the left side. Now to the circle. They'll take a lefty shot. And it goes wide. I think Boyan got a piece of it. As Strong took the shot from the left side. As the puck goes back to the Ghost Pirates, they cross center and dump it in. Preek to the left of his net will feed it ahead. Grizzlies outlet it to center. They cross center. Savannah back defensively. As Martel tried to get Strong out in front, he couldn't reach it. Savannah throws it back to center ice, taken by Pouncey. He'll get it across to Martin. Martin backpedals into his own zone. They'll get it back to Pouncey, who's right in front of Preek. Pouncey around the net. As he'll skeet towards the far corner. Now he'll backhand it to center ice, taken back by Savannah. About 8 minutes left in the third. Utah leads 6-3. As Ghost Pirates cross center and drive it around the boards, just Tristan Thompson, not the basketball player. Preek behind his net will throw it to the far side as it bounced off a Ghost Pirate. As Grizzlies will clear it all the way out, and it goes deep in the Savannah zone. Thompson chases it down. He'll skate towards the near side. Now he'll feed it back to his right. Savannah throws a long-range pass. It lifts off the stick of a Ghost Pirate. Lifts in the air. Grizzlies glove it and drop it. Now Pouncey throws it back towards Thompson at neutral ice. Savannah skates back in. Ghost Pirates towards the right circle. Looked to center it and kicked off a skate. Premu to the right side. Skates towards the right point. Now he gets pushed towards his left. He'll get it to Thompson. Thompson's the left side. Skated towards the circle. He got it poked away. Now taken by Utah. As Grizz cleared out to center. Pfizer avoids a check and dumps it in. Penner chasing after it. He collides with Premu. As Premu over on the right side, he gets the puck. He'll throw it in front of his net as Thompson gathers it. He'll lift it in the air. 7 minutes and counting left in the second. Grizz move it ahead to Pfizer. Pfizer skates down the middle over to Penner. Penner with a shot. And it's blocked by Estes, who will nudge it ahead to Peterson. Peterson's got a goal tonight. He'll move it ahead, but Utah picks it off. Grizz skate back down the middle. Penner tried to chip it to Pfizer. Pfizer skates towards the slot, but taking his Brandon Estes. As looks like both teams a little bit fatigued here in the third period. Here there, it's my internet lagging again. Valou crosses center ice, left wing, and whips it around the boards. Preek cuts it off behind the net. He'll throw it to the far side, taken back by Utah. Grizz get to Raby on the right side. Raby with great speed. He skates towards the right circle. He'll fire a backhand shot. Saved by Boyan. And he'll hold on with 6:22 left in the third as we get a whistle. Both teams pretty even near the shot count, but the Grizzlies have really dominated. They really dominated 5-on-5. Looks like a sold-out crowd over in Savannah, 6,876. 68-76 on a sellout. During the first intermission, it was announced in Savannah with a presentation that the Ghost Pirates are going to be the hosts of the 2022 ECHL All-Star Classic. Draw won by the Grizzlies. Raby with a shot, and it's blocked right in front of Boyan. And Savannah to the right side will lift it out to center ice, and the Ghost Pirates dump it in. It's taking it back to Utah as the Grizz lead 6-3, about 6 minutes left in the third period. And Savannah gets pushed in the right corner. Grizz get the puck. They skate around Preek. Over to the right wing. Grizz cross center. McDonald drops it off for Wright. Wright on hat trick watch with 2 tonight. Right around the net as he's now to the left side. Now he feeds it to the left. Goes back to the right for Nilsson. Andrew skates towards his left to get it back to the right side for Cameron Wright. Wright gets pushed along the boards by Elijah Velo. And the puck rolls around to the left side as D'Amato gets around Nilsson. And he'll throw it to center ice. Nobody in the area as Grizz will skate over there. Shearer gets it back to Nilsson. Nilsson will bounce it off a Ghost Pirate. It goes to center ice. Cam Strong stops, dumps in, delayed offside. Actually, across the delayed offside, they keep playing. As Savannah throws it ahead, Ghost Pirates dump it in. Nilsson chases after it. He plays it behind Preek's net. He'll move it to the Rooster. Martel back in his own zone, skates towards the far side. Now he skates north-south. He crosses center, and now he gets taken away. Savannah throws a left wing pass over to Svetlikov as he stops in the point. He'll take a shot, kick saved by Preek. Now Savannah to the side of the net, throws it back to Svetlikov. It kicked off his skate. Grizzlies with a 2-on-1. Martel to the right side. He'll skate across, toe drag. Now he's in the slot, and he gets poked away as he gets dragged to the ice. And looks like there's going to be a whistle and a penalty. And Savannah's unhappy with Martel. Svetlikov looked like he pushed the linesman as well. And so Svetlikov wants to get after Jordan Martel. The 2 linesmen get in the way. And it looks like Savannah's going to pick up a penalty. So the Grizzlies are on the power play here late in the third period. Utah leads 6-3. It looks like the hitting has picked up a little bit here in the third frame. The Grizzlies scored 4 unanswered in the first period. Dylan Fitz got the Optim first goal of the game as he scored 14 seconds in. Optim is committed to creating a healthier world, one insight, one connection, and one person at a time. Andrew Nilsson scored 2:18 into the first with Penner and Fitz getting the assist. Cam Strong made it a 3-0 game. They originally gave the goal to Penner, even though I don't even think he was on the ice. Strong with the goal, Michalchuk and Martel with the assist. Time of that goal, 4:56 in. And then Cameron Wright made it a 4-0 game as he scored unassisted, 10:59 into the first period. Grizzlies made it 5-0 as Terran Weiser scored 51 seconds into the second period. Dylan Fitz with the assist. Fitz has 1 goal, 2 assists, and 1 fight as he's picked up a Gordie Howe hat trick. Savannah got on the board as Dylan Sadaway scored a power play tally from the right circle, his 7th of the year. Drevich and Valu with the assist. Cameron Wright made it a 6-1 game as he scored from the right side, his 2nd of the contest, 5:39 in with Raby getting the assist. Svetlikov made it a 6-2 game as he scored Savannah's 2nd power play of the game. And the Grizzlies led 6, and then Peterson, 19:32 into the second, scored unassisted. And it was a 6-3 game after 2 periods. That's where we stand now. Grizzlies on the power play for the next 2 minutes as Svetlikov's in the box as Savannah gets the puck, and they'll lift it out to center ice. They chase after it. Preek skates towards the far corner, and he'll drift it from one corner to the other as Martel takes the puck. Or make that Kyle Pouncey. Pouncey wearing number 23. He'll drop it off as the Grizzlies. Martin gets over towards Pouncey, who skates in. As Pouncey gets tripped up, no call, as he gets up slowly. Out to neutral ice near the Grizzlies bench. Let's see, now everybody stops skating. What if that call is going to get made? As Peterson had the puck. And let's see, we're not going to get a signal from the referee from this camera operator. Looks like it's going to be a penalty on Savannah. 2-minute penalty by Connor Corcoran. So he goes to the box, and the Grizzlies are going to have a 5-on-3 power play with 4:07 left in the third. Svetlikov's penalty was a cross-checking minor, 15-19 in. And I believe Corcoran's penalty is going to be a trip as he tripped Kyle Pouncey, who was trying to skate into the offensive zone. Draw one by the Grizzlies as Raby throws it up top for Nilsson. Back to Pfizer, over to Nilsson, who's got 9 goals this season, including one tonight. Over to the right side for Raby. He'll skate towards his left. He'll take a shot, and it goes wide. As Pfizer, over to the left, will skate towards the point. We get a whistle with 3:52 left in the third. So there was some action out to the side of the net. I'm not sure. I mean, Jameson is in the area. Maybe the net got dislodged. It looks like they're showing 3 Savannah Ghost Pirates talking things over. Looks like the Grizzlies are kind of going to come away with 2 standings points and extend their winning streak to 2. It's been a pretty decent road trip for the Grizzlies. We're a 1-1-1 through the first 3 games. As Utah ended a 5-game losing streak by winning 4-3 against Greenville on Wednesday night. And Utah obviously came out strong, scoring the first 5 goals of the game here this evening. So there's 3:52 left in the third. Dry, I believe, is going to be in the Savannah zone. Utah has outshot Savannah 31-30, as the shots have been pretty even in this game. Utah Grizzlies hockey brought to you by Powerade, sponsor of the Utah Grizzlies Powerade Power Play. Grizzlies hockey also brought to you by Siegfried and Jensen, personal injury attorneys, and by Coca-Cola, where real magic is only a sip away. Savannah wins the face-off, and they'll spin it along the near wing boards. It goes all the way towards Lucas Preek, who plays it behind his net. It's a 5-on-3 power play for the Grizzlies over the next minute. Andrew Nilsson skates down the middle, throw it to the right side for Pfizer. Pfizer steps over the blue line, now to the left side, right one-timer, saved by Boyan. As Jameson gets the puck, he'll throw it up top for Raby, and now we get a whistle. As there's some action out as Nick Tuzzolino was battling with Cameron Wright over in the far corner. And, well, who knows why this whistle blew. Maybe the puck was out of play. I don't know. Wright's going to get a penalty. So it looks like Cameron Wright got a 2-minute penalty as he was battling in the far corner. He was battling. Tuzzolino was in the area. So it looks like we're going to skate 4-on-3 for a little bit. As we're going to skate 4-on-3 for 48 seconds. And then in 1 minute, 22 seconds, Corcoran will come out of the penalty box. And then Savannah will have a power play for 38 seconds. We'll have a quiz on it during the post-game report. Grizzlies win the draw. They're still on the power play, but it's a 4-on-3 man advantage instead of a 5-on-3. Terran Pfizer skates down the middle, and he'll drop it into the corner. He'll get his own pass. He's in the area. He fumbled it around a little bit. Savannah gathers it and clears it out. 3:10 and counting left in the third. It's okay if neither team scores. The Grizzlies have a 3-goal advantage. As Andrew Nilsson skates along the near side, now I'll feed it to the left. As the Grizz cross center, Raby enters the zone, drops it off. He was looking for Bryce Martin, but it goes through his legs now to center ice. Nilsson gets it back. He'll skate towards his left. He'll move it ahead for Jameson. Jameson gains the line, skates towards the right side, stops in the corner, and so he'll throw it up top for Nilsson. Now across to Pfizer. Pfizer surveys, gets it back to Nilsson, who's got 1 tonight and 9 on the season. Over to Pfizer on the left side. He'll get it to the goal line. Now it looks like we're skating 4-on-4. Far side shot saved by Boyan. And Savannah will carry it out to center. Utah pokes it away as the Ghost Pirates skating 4-on-4 for the next 18 seconds. Then they'll have a power play. They'll dish it ahead to nobody in particular as it rolls towards Utah's corner. Fitz feeds it across. Fitz out of the box after serving his fighting major. And that completed the Gordie Howe hat trick as Fitz gets the puck. He'll skate north-south. East to the far side, crosses center ice, 2-on-2. Fitz gains the line. He'll take a shot and it goes wide. As looks like the flux out of play with 2:04 left in the third period. As looks like Elijah Vilo will hold his face. And it looks like this baby's in the refrigerator as the Grizzlies scored the first 5 goals tonight. And even though Savannah had 2 power play goals and a shorthanded tally, well, the Grizzlies really dominated 5-on-5 action as they've outscored Savannah 6-0 in 5-on-5 play. Cam Strong will take the draw against Mason Premu, and draw one by Premu, and the Ghost Pirates, they're on the power play for the next 30 seconds. Savannah skates the right side. Now they'll drop it off as the Ghost Pirates, with 2 power play goals tonight, go to work. As they're to the right side, they drop it off. Guay fires towards the net, and it goes wide as the puck rolls back to the left side. Savannah keeps it in, fits in the area. They'll throw it over to the right side, but the puck exits the zone. 10 seconds left until Wright's out of the box. As Savannah will re-enter the zone from the left side. Thompson gets hit by Strong, and Cameron Wright's out of the box right now, and it's a successful penalty kill presented by Utah Disaster Cleanup. As Wright skates towards the near side, he gets the puck. Wright will skate along the near boards, crosses center ice, and dumps it in. Boyan plays it behind his net. He'll drop it off. Wright skates towards the far corner. That's where he committed a penalty about 2 minutes ago. As Savannah, 1:10 left in the third. They'll carry it out to center ice, and they'll lose the puck. As D'Amato loses it, now it goes to Colatarsi, who crosses center ice, and he'll fire a shot, saved by Boyan. He keeps it in play with 1 minute left in regulation. As Savannah gets back checked by Simeone. Colatarsi pokes it towards Simeone along the far board. Simeone dumps it in. 48 seconds left in the third. Utah leads 6-3. As Savannah throws it to center ice. As they spread the ice, they get it back to Peterson, who's got a goal tonight. He'll drop it back off for Turkayev. Right wing will dump it in as Grizzlies work the puck around to Martel. He'll lift it out to center ice, and it goes into the Ghost Pirates zone. Puck still in play, 25 seconds left as Utah leads 6-3. They're going to win their second in a row here on the road trip. As they'll dump it in, Preet to the side of his net, throws it to neutral ice as the referee avoids it. So does the linesman. 13 seconds left. Nick Tuzzolino, the former Grizzly, gets it. He played 3 different seasons with Utah from 2011 through 2013. 5 seconds left. Savannah, Turkayev will bounce it off the end boards, and that will do it. Grizzlies win. Grizzlies win 6-3, and there is no doubt about it. As they led 4-0 after one period, and they scored a 5th goal early in the second. And how about Dylan Fitz? 1 goal, 2 assists in a fight. He gets the Gordie Howe hat trick. He's the second Grizzly to do so this season. What a game for Taryn Pfizer. He scored a goal tonight. And how about the job of Cameron Wright, who scored 2 goals for the Grizzlies? It was a great effort all around. James Schur was a +4 for Utah this evening, as the Grizz have now won 2 in a row, and they hope to make it 3 in a row on Sunday afternoon against the Orlando Solar Bears. Even though Savannah won the special teams battles, they went 2 for 3 on the power play. Utah was 0 for 4 on the power play, and Savannah had a shorthanded goal. Grizzlies dominated 5-on-5 action. They outscored Savannah 6-0 in 5-on-5 play tonight. Lucas Preet gets the victory. It's his 6th of the season. He stopped 27 of 30. So the Grizzlies win the first ever meeting with the Savannah Ghost Pirates. Final score, Utah 6, Savannah 3. Postgame show starts in 30 seconds. Here on the Grizzlies Hockey Network, presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott.
If you're out driving and something happens to your car, truck, or even wheelchair, and you end up stuck at a rail crossing, it's going to be okay. Don't panic. Here's what you do. Get out if you can and look for this blue sign on the metal pole. Call the number on the blue sign, and when they answer, tell them the crossing number. The number is right here. This tells them the exact location of the crossing. This is the fastest way to get trains stopped before coming through the crossing. Look for the blue. It helps you.
That's a sweet victory for the Grizzlies indeed, as they scored early and often as they defeat the Savannah Ghost Pirates 6-3. Dylan Fitz got Utah on the board 14 seconds in as he's the Optim first goal of the game. Optim is putting you at the center of everything we do. They are creating a healthier world, one insight, one connection, and one person at a time. It was unassisted as Savannah turned the puck over in the left circle, and Dylan Fitz just fired away as he joined the double-digit goal-scoring club as he becomes the 5th different Grizzlies forward to score 10 or more goals this season. Joining Cameron Wright, Taryn Pfizer, Brandon Cutler, and Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker, who's got 10 goals this season. Walker was a scratch tonight for the second straight evening. Andrew Nelson made it a 2-0 game as he scored his 9th of the year, 2:18 in. Tyler Penner and Dylan Fitz got the assist. So Fitz already had a multiple-point game, 2:18 into the contest. And at that point, Utah led 2-0. Then the Grizzlies had a 3-on-2. Martel to Michalchuk to Cam Strong. Strong was in front of the net and scored his 8th of the season. But for some reason, they put Tyler Penner as being the goal scorer, even though I don't even think he was on the ice when the Grizzlies made it 3-0. But Cam Strong gets credited with the goal, his 8th of the year. That made it a 3-0 contest. And then the Grizzlies made it 4-0 as Cameron Wright scored unassisted a 10:59 in, as he really did a great job anticipating a play, as it looked like Savannah tried to throw the puck from one point to the other. Cameron Wright anticipated it, picked it off, and just skated down the middle Didn't try to do anything too fancy, just kind of threw it over the shoulder of Jordan Papamy. And with that goal scored by Cameron Wright, Papamy, the Savannah goaltender who did pick up the loss, was removed from the game. He stopped 4 of 8. And Michael Bouillon played the rest of the way, and he stopped 23 of 25. Utah led 4-0 after one period, even though Savannah outshot the Grizzlies 12-11 in the first period. Taryn Fizer extended Utah's lead 51 seconds into the second with Dylan Fitz getting the assist. Savannah got on the board. It was a power play tally as Tyler Penner got a hooking minor, 2:59 in, and 54 seconds into the power play. Dylan Sadaway got his 7th of the year as he scored from the right side. Logan Drevich and Nolan Valou with the assists. The Grizzlies got back on the board as they had a 2-on-2. Raby was to the left side, threw it back to the right for Wright, and Cameron was all alone, and he fired away for a second of the game and 17th of the season. Time of that goal, 5:39 into the second. Savannah scored on the power play, 12:40 in, as Svetlikov got his 13th of the year. Corcoran and Tristan Thompson with the assists. And that was Savannah's second power play goal of the game. Time of that was 12:40 into the second. And then Savannah scored shorthanded as Brent Peterson scored. He got the puck at center ice as he picked off a Utah pass and just skated down the middle. Unlike Cameron Wright, he put a little bit more sizzle to it as he kind of faked to his right, went back to his left, got Preek off balance, and just kind of fired it towards the middle of the net and scored his 17th of the season. That was with 28 seconds left in the second frame. So Utah at that point still had a 6-3 lead, but Savannah really did a good job there on the special teams as they went 2 for 3 on the power play and obviously scored a shorthanded goal as well. So Utah led 6-3 after 40 minutes of play. Neither team scored in the first, but obviously that doesn't matter for Utah as they come away with a 6-3 victory. The Grizz outshot the Ghost Pirates 14-5 in the third period. So with that 3-goal lead, the Grizzlies did seem like they still were aggressive offensively. They did play pretty disciplined in the third period, protecting their lead. And with that, Utah is now 16-1 when leading after 2 periods this season. The Grizzlies did score first. They are now 14-3 when scoring first. The Grizz have scored first in each of their last 2 games, both of them Utah victories. Grizzlies led after 1 period. They are now 7-0 when leading after 1 this season. So really that's the recipe for the Grizzlies. Score first, make sure you have a lead after 1 period, and then have a lead after 2, because after all, the Grizzlies, being a smart hockey club, they do a pretty good job protecting leads, and especially with their defensemen like Shearer and Andrew Nilsson. How about James Shearer? He was a +4 tonight. He was my pick for the Optum first goal of the game. Our own Guy Carenza, who's off on assignment tonight, he ends up winning that as he picked Dylan Fitz as his pick for the Optum first goal of the game. So Guy Carenza, wherever you are, hey, congratulations, as he's the Optum first goal of the game winner. I'm pretty sure some other people had Dylan Fitz as well, but flying solo, I don't really look at the comment section all that much here on a night like this. But the shots are pretty even tonight, although the Grizzlies did have an edge in the third period. The Grizzlies didn't end up shooting, or they ended up out shooting Savannah 33-30. And really, when you think about, for the Grizzlies, it was just a simple fact of jumping on Savannah early. They took advantage of a mistake there 14 seconds in. That's where Fitz scored. And then later in the first period, Cameron Wright scoring unassisted. He capitalized on a Savannah mistake. And really for the Grizzlies, they just played a good north-south game. And really it was just about every forward contributed. You think about that Cam Strong goal. It was Strong, McCallchuk, and Martell with a 3-on-2. I was a little bit worried that they were overpassing there, but they really did a good job just getting the puck out in front of the net wheel, and they were pretty patient with it. And really, how about Cam Strong over the last 2 games? He had 1 goal and 1 assist on Wednesday, and obviously first period goals he's now scored in back-to-back games. And even though they lost Brandon Cutler earlier this week to an AHL call-up, and the Grizzlies are still without Zach Sekos and Johnny Walker. We're both battling injuries. So you're talking about 3 key forwards for the Grizzlies there that they've not had. The Grizzlies just simply found a way to play good hockey, and that's really good to see after a really great month of January where the Grizzlies went 8-3-1. Then obviously February got off to a rugged start as the Grizzlies ended up losing 5 straight games. And I think what made it so frustrating is the Grizzlies are capable of playing the kind of hockey they did not only Wednesday night but tonight. I didn't want to make too much of a mention of it, but Savannah's a last-place team. It's their first year of existence, and really what a good club's got to do, whether you're home or on the road, you take advantage of a last-place team. They're going to make some mistakes, and you got to capitalize on those. Savannah made some mistakes early in the game, and Utah capitalized on those mistakes. They got off to a big lead, and really that's what you got to do against a team like Savannah, who's really been just about as good on the road as they have at home. And even though Savannah looks like they're playing good hockey coming into play tonight, Grizzlies really did a great job of taking advantage of these Savannah mistakes and getting that big lead early. And obviously, once you've got that lead, the Grizzlies played a pretty smart game in the third period. Obviously, the special teams are something that Ryan Kanasowicz and crew would like to clean up for the Orlando 2-game set here later in the road trip. But, obviously the Grizzlies found a way to do something that they haven't done a lot this season. That's dominate 5-on-5. And that's really the big thing about the Grizzlies. Can they find a way to generate that 5-on-5 scoring? Well, they did that here tonight with 6 5-on-5 goals. And some of those have to be coming off turnovers. That's, if you're talking about how do you generate goals 5-on-5, sometimes it simply comes down to, creating those mistakes, being in the right place at the right time. And here tonight, the Grizzlies were just that. So Utah comes away with a 3-goal victory, 6-3, the final score. The 4 goals scored in the first period are the most scored by Utah in a single period in a game this season. So it was certainly good to see, especially with it being in the first period and then coming away with a big lead. Some other games across the league. Looks like some of them have gone final. Adirondack defeats Atlanta 4-2. Kalamazoo over Indy 3-2. Orlando over South Carolina 4-2. Remember, the Grizzlies will take on the Orlando Solar Bears on Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock and Monday at 5 p.m. That's the final 2 games of the road trip before the Grizzlies get back home for a Bud Light College night on Wednesday, February 22nd. Jacksonville defeats Greenville 5-1, so the Swamp Rabbits have lost 2 in a row. Worcester over Jeff Carr's Norfolk Admirals 5-3. Maine shuts out Trois Rivières 5-0. Now games in progress. 9 minutes left in the third period. Fort Wayne and Cincinnati are tied at 4. Grizzlies are really hoping for Florida to beat Allen, but it looks like with 9 minutes left in the third period, it's the Americans who lead Florida 5-2. It looks like Jack Combs, Chad Butcher. It looks like Combs has scored 2 goals for Allen tonight. Hank Crone, Mikael Robidoux found the back of the net. So the Allen Americans with a good offensive attack. They've got 5 on Florida. 9 minutes left in the third. It's the Americans 5 and the Everblades 2. 10 minutes left in the third period. Iowa leads Wheeling 2-1, and it's also a 2-1 score. 9 minutes left in the third. Idaho leads Kansas City, and really the Grizzlies are rooting for Idaho because Kansas City's in third place in the Mountain Division with 49 points. And how about Toledo? They scored 5 goals in the first period, including 3 from Brandon Hawkins. As we're about halfway through the scheduled 60 minutes over at the Monument, as Toledo leads Rapid City 5-0. And think about Rapid City, who played a morning game on Wednesday against Toledo. Logan Nelson scored about a minute and a half into the game, and then Toledo scored 5 unanswered to win 5-1. Well, obviously, Toledo, the 5 first period goals, have now scored 10 unanswered against Rapid City over the last game and a half. As Toledo leads Rapid City 5-0 that game halfway through the second period. Let's see who the 3 stars of the game are, as chosen by somebody over in Savannah. As the 3rd star of the game is Dylan Sadaway. You got to be kidding me. They lost by 3 goals. Sadaway gets a power play goal, and he's the number 3 star of the game. The number 2 star is Dylan Fitz, who got a Gordie Howe hat trick. 1 goal, 2 assists, and 1 fight. That fight came against Dylan Sadaway, 5:05 into the third period. So Dylan Fitz is the number 2 star, and the number 1 star is Cameron Wright, who had 2 goals. He was a +1 and led Utah with 6 shots. So Cameron Wright is the number 1 star of the game. I get kind of giving the hometown guy something, but how does a guy who scored 1 goal in a game they lost 6-3 get a star? Lucas Breekstop, 27 of 30. I'd probably almost think about, even though he only had 1 assist tonight, Penner was a +4, even though it's probably going to be a +3, as he probably wasn't on the ice when they gave him a goal to make it 3-0. Shearer had 1. Shearer didn't score a point, but he was a +4. Taron Pfizer had 1 goal, and he was certainly noticeable. And I guess because only 2 Grizzlies players had a multiple-point game, they decide to give a hometown guy the third star, and that's Dylan Sadaway, who got Savannah on the board 3:53 into the second period. And so maybe because Sadaway also got a fighting major, that's probably why they gave him third star tonight. It was a sellout crowd over at Enmarket Arena, 6,876, 6,876. The crowd over at Enmarket Arena. It's the one and only meeting between the Grizzlies and Ghost Pirates this season. And during the first intermission, it was announced that the Swamp Rabbits, or whatever their name is, the Ghost Pirates, I've been calling them the Swamp Rabbits all night. The Ghost Pirates announced that the ECHL All-Star Classic in 2024 will be over in Savannah. So congratulations to Savannah. They're the host side of the 2024 ECHL All-Star Classic. Well, that'll wrap things up as I'm hanging out at Maverick Center, flying solo tonight. The Utah Grizzlies were outstanding tonight, scoring the first 5 goals of the game and winning 6-3 as the Grizz outscored the Ghost Pirates 6-0 in 5-on-5 action. Next broadcast of Utah Grizzlies hockey will be on Sunday afternoon as they take on the Orlando Solar Bears. Fun fact, the 1996 Turner Cup, which is the one right here, as you see it on YouTube, the one I'm tapping right now and has been sitting behind me, Grizzlies actually beat the Orlando Solar Bears to win the 1996 Turner Cup 4-0. So Utah and Orlando, they're still in the same league, and they'll face off against each other on Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock. Coverage will begin at 12:45. Orlando was a 4-2 winner over South Carolina this evening. Well, that'll wrap things up as Grizzlies just were outstanding tonight. Lucas Prague, can't forget about the job he did, stopping 27 of 30. Once again, in 2 hours and 28 minutes and in front of 6,876, a sellout crowd over at Enmarket Arena. The Utah Grizzlies got a Gordie Howe hat trick from Dylan Fitz, who had 1 goal, 2 assists in the fight, and 2 goals from Cameron Wright as they defeated the Savannah Ghost Pirates 6-3. I'm Tyson Whiting, and it is what it is. We'll talk to you on Sunday afternoon. This is Utah Grizzlies hockey presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott.